friends. Welcome back to another episode of Shenanigans. Three, two, one. Lots to go over today. And I actually was going to try to just record the video, try my hand at editing, and posting that later so I could attach my email to hopefully get some more sponsors. I haven't had any sponsored videos in a while. Probably because I go live due to having an iPhone 11 cheap ass recording device. Lots of things going on, which I'm going to catch you up to date with. But hopefully, tax returns when they come in. Yeah. Anyway, by the spring, my goal is to have not only better recording equipment, maybe not go live so much, but to hopefully have more time to pump out more videos. What does that mean? It means I gotta go see my genius grandson, Evan, in Illinois, so he can show me how he does everything. Speaking of which, please make sure you like and subscribe to his video. It's EVANCRAVEN. We all do different things, right? Different strokes for different folks. He just turned 13 in September, and he does a lot of retro cartoons, and he is absolutely amazing. Hello, Michael. So before I get into a lot of reviews and hauls, I got to explain a couple things. Number one, I had a video I did on October 14th, which was Charlie Kirk's birthday. I'm a huge fan of him. And I was waiting for it to post. It was only like a 45-minute post or video, I should say, but my phone again takes forever, forever, forever. And I had reviewed some products there, and I was actually really pleased with the quality of the video, but it was taking so long to post. Why are you not seeing that? I'm gonna tell you why. I just got back in, I think I got in at like 6:40 this morning from a wonderful, beautiful, as Michael Tucker, my good friend knows, vacation. So we actually flew out of St. George, Utah to Los Angeles, sat in the airport for about 8.5 hours. Thankfully, we went to the United Club. We had some passes for that for the credit card. So, we had some like pumpkin soup, which was amazing, some sandwiches, charged our phone, chilled out. But that's a long layover. So we sat there and then we jumped on Scandinavian Airlines to Copenhagen, had about a 3-hour sit there, and then we went to Romania for 3 days. And we decided on doing this excursion. If you're on my Facebook, as Michael is, you'll see some of the videos, a lot of videos. So we did this 12 longest excursion I've ever done. It ended up being a 12-hour like bus that takes you all over, from Bucharest, I believe. Is that where I was, Michael? Is that where I was? Anyway, it was Romania. Anyway, it was like a 2.5-hour drive to Transylvania. Obviously, with Halloween coming up, we went and toured the Brand Castle. Now, I got to tell you, I'm honest to a fault. Love me or hate me, all in the same to me. I am who I am. And anyway, the views were gorgeous. Just the bus ride alone, it was $30 USD. So I would pay that just for the cross-country type tour. Well, we get to the castle. They had a huge marketplace. We went in toward the castle. I believe that was $30. And by the way, it was 3 castles. There was the Pelosi was the first stop. I want to say Pelosi. I'm sure I'm Pelly. Anyway, it was a royal family of Romania in the late 1800s. We didn't want to spend like $300. We're cheap, right? Obviously, with a lot of my reviews being Temu, Dollar Store, Amazon, blah, 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 blah. Unless it's makeup, we'll get into that too. But so we just walked the grounds. We had some mulled wine for the first time, which was interesting. The souvenirs were really cheap. At the time, we didn't realize how cheap they were because they were quadrupled, not doubled, not tripled, quadrupled the price when we got back to our hotel. Hotel, by the way, was like $95. They didn't serve breakfast. They had the electronic key. You put it in your phone on the code. But the room, Oh my God. I felt like I was staying in a castle. Absolutely beautiful. Again, if you are friends with me on Facebook, as Michael Tucker is, please go and check out some of my videos. You can find me on Facebook under Shannon, hence my name, Shannon, Dilling, and it's spelled like a dill pickle, ing, Dilling. Send me a Facebook friend request. Let me know you're on my channel so I don't block you and think you're scamming me. By the way, if you're going to try to do that, there are moderators in the room. I'm going to try to keep up with your messages, but if you get obnoxious, you're going to get hit in the ass on the way out. With that being said, I curse, I vape, and you know what? I haven't drank for a while. Well, I did on vacation, but I'm not videos, but I was craving a beer. Normally, I'm a Chardonnay white wine kind of girl. But yeah, I curse, I vape, and this might not be made for kids. Hi, Dawn. Hey, girl. Hey, Michael. So, remind me again. So, Michael, I got to tell you, when we were in Copenhagen, we were only there for 3 hours. But we flew into Copenhagen, just had the layover there and back, a total of 5 hours, I think, in the airport. Then we went to Romania for 3 days, Transylvania, then Moldova, which was crazy. I'll tell you my favorite and why. And then we went from Moldova to, I want to say, Budapest. So hands down, Budapest was my number one favorite. The castles, we were only there for maybe 16, 17 hours. We got in at like 7 o'clock at night, stood out all night, walked about 2 miles, did a riverboat on the, and you make fun of me, go ahead, Jay makes fun of me all the time, the Danube River. So Danube, here we go. Alexa, what's the name of the river in Budapest?
According to an Alexa Answers contributor, Budapest is on the Danube River.
Danube. Okay, yeah. So I butcher it. But anyway, that was I want to say $30. $30 must have been most of what everything cost. But it was like a 2 hour cruise, kind of, you have your headsets on and it says over here is this castle, this is a parliament building, this is the library. Gorgeous. I mean, you cannot take 2 steps. If you have not been to Budapest, let me tell you, this is 39 countries for me now in the last 10 years. And I like my trips for different reasons. Again, being a flight attendant, we did Botswana, Zambia, Namibia, Africa, Victoria Falls. I'm having brain farts today. Africa, the main one, Botswana. It starts with a B too, I think. But anyway, Africa was awesome because we did the safari, saw the wildlife. You open your door, you got monkeys hanging out, going through your trash, warthogs crossing the street, elephants. You're driving in your cab to your village, and elephants just crossing the street like we have squirrels in the States. So Africa was awesome. But Jerusalem is my number one trip. I'm really big on theology and religion, history. But I got really emotional in Jerusalem. I mean, the presence, and I'm just like walking down the street or in the marketplace and the city walls and the crying, wailing wall. And I'm like, Jesus was here, Gethsemane Garden, the Dead Sea, Sea of Galilee. So I love Jerusalem as number one. Africa, number two, probably just because it was so different, remote, and a village. Like, we didn't know what we were doing when we were there, and ended up booking what we thought was a hotel, and it was a hut in the middle of the village. We were the only white people there. So that was interesting, scary, interesting. But Budapest is up there for the sheer beauty. And I love Germany, Austria. I love the castles. It was the first time I got to tour the castle, and to think that, like, I've done mansions, and I talk fast, sorry. But touring, like, Dracula's castle, Vlad the Impaler, interesting. And learned more on the tour. The bus tour, too, tells you, Vlad, a lot of people think Vlad, Dracula was based on him. First off, the author of the book, and I can't remember his name, had never ever been to Romania, let alone the castle. And a lot of people think Vlad the Impaler was from Romania. He was born in Bucharest, but actually raised in Turkey. So he's like a hero, believe it or not, at least in their culture. But he was imprisoned in the castle for 6 months. And of course, you guys know he was known for, I got my toothpick here, picking my nails, for impaling people. But let me catch up with your comments and I'll get back. But Budapest was gorgeous. Again, we walked 2 miles to the Danube River, took a little quick excursion, got something they called a chimney cake. Oh my God. Michael, I'm going to get back to your comments. But basically, it's like a donut that's swirled. They make it like a cone. Then they stuffed it. We got the pistachio with this pistachio cream sauce. And then you can have either whipped cream or ice cream. And we got the ice cream, but their ice cream melts on your tongue like butter. It's not like frozen yogurt, gelato, custard. Amazing. Oh my God. Let me tell you, I was kind of nervous about the food, Michael, because I did not like a lot of German food, right? The schnitzels and all that wasn't my thing. And I eat anything and everything. But the food was insane. Like there was nothing, not one thing I did not like. I even had duck liver pate, and that was to die for. Oh my God. But yeah, let me catch up with your comments and then Michael, I'll go back to your food thing. So Dawn, I love you. I miss you, my friend. So Michael, I'm gonna see if you explain to me what that was in Denmark. Oh my gosh. Doom Slayer fan. I am so sorry for the passing of your grandma. That's so hard. My mom's really sick, as is my best friend's mom, who's like a mom to me, and it's so hard. I'll be praying for you, my friends. Doom, I'm so grateful for you being here. Don't mind my hair again. You guys, I'll get into the makeup. I did do it for you because that's part of my haul. But Sarah, hello, darling. Where are you watching from? Michael, yep, there are moderators doing moderator stuff. You're still my moderator, right, Michael? Ulysses Jackson, hey, good to see you. I know you've been here before. Welcome back. Thanks for spending some of your time with me. Speaking of which, time, I gotta be up in 7 hours. Back to work after 11 days off. Boiled pork hot dog looking snack, crunchy casing, but soft in the center. So, Michael, what we did have the first time in Transylvania, and I gotta tell you, if it can't be what you recommended, because I trust you. We're friends. We know each other, right? In Transylvania, they had, it looked like basically a sausage sandwich here in the States, but it was like kibasi. But what they did is, I didn't like, that was the least favorite thing they had. So they put it on the roll, kind of like a sausage roll. I did get onions, but Jay dropped them. And it was, the food, by the way, was really cheap. Everything was pretty cheap except for the cab ride, which I'll tell you about in Bulgaria. But, yeah, I had like the sausage roll thing. It was not my favorite, but the other food, like their braised cabbage, I didn't know. I actually came home and Googled recipes, and they have they put a lot of caraway seed, and they've got a very special salad actually in Bulgaria. It's called a shopka, which was amazing. So it's like our cucumber salad with red onions and tomatoes, but I liked it so much. I ordered $39.95 for 8 ounces of their cheese. It's they hate it when you say it's feta because it's not. It's called serene cheese, and it's soft like a cottage cheese, but it's not as briny or salty as a feta. But they put that in a lot of stuff as they do sour cream. But basically, it was fresh parsley, red onions, English cucumbers. You don't want the seeds. You don't want the waxy skin. Tomatoes, onions, parsley. Some recipes called for the caraway seeds. I didn't put it in there. And I use the feta cheese as a substitute. A splash of red wine vinegar. Now they use a lot of sunflower over in that part of Europe, but I have a really good olive oil that I used. But I did buy, when we were in Hungary, their paprika, because their Hungarian goulash is very different. In fact, if you watch a previous video, I made an American goulash, and it's just elbow macaroni, ground beef, stewed or canned tomatoes or fresh tomatoes, and that was delicious. Some cheese, but the Hungarian goulash, I always, when I travel, I want to try authentic cultural. Like, what is your food staple? Like, you go to Philly, you're gonna get a Philly cheesesteak or Philadelphia cream cheese. So I had to get the Hungarian goulash. I'm sorry, I'm all over the place. I'm excited. I'm still pumped from the vacation. So we're walking around, and I'm like, okay, we saw this one spot, and it was like $18 for a cup, not a bowl of Hungarian goulash soup. It wasn't even goulash, it was soup, where their goulash is more of a stew versus watery or brothy. So I'm like, yeah, no, that's fine. You know, we didn't have a lot of time there in Budapest, and we're trying to get in as much as we could in the little time we had there. So I'm like, I went to a convenience store, um, and I got their spices so I can come back and do the smoked paprika, but they have a spicy version too, so I got both. And then I'm like, I'll figure it out. And then right across the street, we seen this, I think it was called Legros, this live entertainment, music, dancing, and all you can eat buffet. So buffets here in the States, if you're from the States, you know, it's pretty standard what they have: your fried rice, your pastas, your meats that they'll cut up, you know, and living in Vegas, buffets all over the place. So it was $44 each, and all you can drink. Now this was, we got in this morning, so this was yesterday. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so glad I didn't pay the $17 for the cup of soup. Let's do it. All you can drink. So it wasn't crazy about their beers. I'm not a beer person anyway. But let me tell you, the best wine I ever had was in Moldova, also known as the wine country, or one of the top places to get wines in Moldova. And it wasn't really scary. I think the scariest part was, I'm trying to think, because we hit 5 countries. I think it was Bulgaria. That's where we had the most problems with their locals. Anyway, so we go in, they got the people clapping, dancing, they have the band playing their instruments, they're dressed in their attire, and again, duck liver, pate, tartar, the Hungarian stew, their local meats, cheeses. Oh my God, I want to go back just for the food. It was amazing. Let me catch up with your comments and show you some of the souvenirs. Sorry, I'm all over the place, you guys. I'm still excited about all that. But anyway, getting back to the boiled pork hot dog. No, just had the sausage thing. I don't think it's the same. Bethlehem on Christmas Day back in the 90s. Oh my gosh. I'd cry, Michael. I get choked up. Bram Stoker wrote Dracula. Thank you. Yes, but I think the castle is Bran, Bran. But yes, Bram Stoker. Thank you. No, I can't. You know what, Michael, I gotta tell you, Jay will go in, he'll get a hot dogs, hamburgers, pizza. We ate so much pizza. Speaking of which, the best bread I've ever had in my life was everywhere. Everywhere we went. I don't know how they do it. I'm going to watch YouTube videos. But when you bite it, you know, we've got more chew to our pizza bread and crust. It was just so airy and light. And the cheese, my God, serene cheese. I think it's Srene. It might be like siren. I'll get back and let you know. Again, don't mind my hair. So anyway, day one. Cheers. Romania. Spent the longest time there. I would have liked to have more time in Budapest. We get there, we go to our hotel, it's beautiful. Their public transportation is all right, but you know, we like to walk, not only to get my steps, but I'm eating. Food was cheap. But they had this, fast forward, other than the excursion we did in Romania, Moldova. It is the least traveled place in Europe. Least traveled country, maybe more than just Europe. Very small. The language barrier was difficult. And another interesting note, everywhere that we visited had different currency, whether it was the RON or I don't know. But this marketplace, I wish I had it on video. There was this lady, probably in her mid 40s, and you just walk by all these vendors, and you know, you got your butchers, you've got your fish. You got to check the videos out on my Facebook so you understand. Candies, oh my god, I'm gonna have to get up and show you. Candy, I like hard candy. Jay's more of a chocolate person. I like hard candies, but sorry guys, you know I gotta leave. I gotta show you. Their candy, it's like, I guess you could say like penny candy. So good. I'm gonna start ordering it from Amazon or Temu. But yeah, so anyway, they got the fish monglers, is that what they call them? And they eat carp there. I don't know if you guys have ever had carp, but it's not a popular fish here in the States. But they're massive. Barracuda, eel, you know, I would expect that more from the Asian countries. But these tiny, petite old lady are just chucking the fish, and they're flopping out of their bins, and you could smell it when you go in, which isn't the best scent in the world. But the butcher, okay, getting back to this story. This one, again, their writing is hard. But I haven't tried this one yet. But they have bins and bins of candy and just telling you want this. Again, didn't know what we were getting. You'd be like, okay, just, you know, we'll get a quarter of a pound of this. This is the best. One of the best candies I ever had. Now, if you like Werther's, you know, original, like, what is that? Like, would you say butterscotch or caramel toffee type candy? This is called, and if you guys can look on Temu or Amazon, trust me, I would almost say I'd put money on it that you will be addicted and love. So if you look at it, it almost looks like the color of a Werther's, right? But it is like a taffy. And you can see the inside is like a cream. Oh my God. I wish you'd say, oh, and it smells good as soon as you open it. Look this up. I think it's just Milky Splash. It says toffee Roshan. You guys have this where you are at. Have you ever had it? So I'm trying to hold the camera. Roshen. It might be the company, kind of like a Nestle. But it's just called Milky Splash. It's got the little kitten. So freaking good. So good. You guys still with me? I only got 8 people in the room. That's okay. Again, I'm not big on chocolate. But the variety to choose from, this is called Signer or whatever. Michael, I know you've done some traveling, my friend. Have you ever had any of these? Put this in your notes right now and order you some Milky Splash. I'll buy 50 bucks right now. I don't know what this one is. But this is a quarter of what I got. Like, as far as the candy I bought. I usually give it out to my coworkers. And I just randomly picked them. But, again, that Milky Splash is insane. This one's got a cow on it. And, again, I don't even know what it is because you can't read the writing. They're, like, dialect, and their writing is just really different. But, I'm looking for the other one. I gotta show you. Simply because I love anything coconut. Anything. I would eat this whole thing in one sitting. Let me see if I can find the coconut, because I'm going to buy more of those. You guys can send it to me for Christmas. Aha. I won't deny it. Michael, you already have my address. All right. So, growing up, my grandmother had a candy dish that was a crystal candy dish on the counter. And when the neighbors' kids would come and knock on the door, she would be like, please, chocolate, chocolate, por favor. Here it is. These are the other ones. This is second runner-up, my favorite. And it actually says, I knew it was going to be coconut. So it's hard on the outside. We got that harder candy shell and soft on the inside. Michael, I will send you some. Just, you got my phone number. Send me a message. I will send you some. And that's how much I love you, because I won't even share with Jay, but I'll share with you. It just says Roshan. Didn't know it was the same company that made the, there's another one. So it must be like, Nestle or like Hershey's that we have here in the States. Sorry. Carnival, crispy and sweet, or carnival, look how they, a carnival treat. So, I'm sorry I could Google it, but this Milky Splash, Michael, my darling, makes the same coconut. So look up Roshan, Roshan. And of course, I could be here all day just showing you different candies, but I'm gonna move on and try to get this out of my face, because I'll eat the whole damn thing in front of you, and I don't want to be rude. Anyway, how's your wife feeling, Michael? I know you had some things going on. You don't have to tell me here. You can reach out to me. I'm gonna put my water down. I've been good. I've been drinking a lot of water. Anyway, back to the trip. Absolutely beautiful. And if I had to recommend which one to go to, it would be, if you had one, Budapest. Moldova was cool. Getting back to this lady that was like 45, maybe 50. In the marketplace, you have your food, your butchers, your cheesemongers, your vendors. They even had people on the street that were just like garage selling it type thing. They had their hangers, or they're very clean. Even the ghetto part of Bulgaria, they had more homeless. But being from Philly, New York City, Vegas, it was nothing. Very, very clean. I mean, we did hit some bad weather, which sucked for 2 days. Downpour. And Bulgaria. Again, it was just 2 days ago. We got some umbrellas from one of the vendors for like $8. Had an argument with Jay and I got mad and I threw it out the window. Why'd I do that? Because I'm an idiot. We always argue on vacation. When you guys travel with your significant other, do you guys argue? Because, like, we don't argue a lot. We used to. And I'm a lot to handle, as you can tell. I talk a lot. I don't listen as much as I should. Maybe that's why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. I should do that better, but I got mad at him. Because, all right, you know what? I'm going to vent. He doesn't like to stop and ask for directions. He gets embarrassed. And I get pissed because I don't want to walk 2 miles when we were supposed to take it right back here. And he'll go and try to talk to somebody, and they're like not understanding with the language barrier or what he's asking them. So he just walks away and throws his hands up. I'm like, ask somebody else. He's like, no, we'll figure it out. Phone service isn't working for maps. So I got agitated and found somebody else that spoke enough English to tell us what time the trains were coming and whatnot. But, yeah, I don't know. I think it's the excitement and anxiety and relief all at once, not knowing where you are. But we argue on vacations to the point it's like, as much as I love traveling, even as a flight attendant, I'm like, I'm never going on vacation with you again. Do you guys do that? Have you, like, if you take a cruise with your wife or husband, do you guys, like, argue more? Look at these gray hairs. I just got them yesterday because of him. Good Lord. We live to argue. Oh, Dawn, they are? How much are they on Amazon? Because I want to say American dollars for, like, this much. I want to say it was only, like, $3 American USD. Dawn, you're amazing. My God. All right, back to the old lady. And then I'll get into this. there was a butcher. She's a butcheress, whatever, and they are so quick. Talk about Iron Chef with a knife, like quick. So she basically took apart an entire like huge pig. Literally, I'm 5'1", but literally I'd say this pig had to be 3.5 to 4.5, right? And she's cutting off the tail, doing all this, and we're just watching her. Even the whole chicken or roosters, they just chop the head off right in front of you. They're not live, but just to like separate the legs and the white meat, dark meat. Anyway, in these countries, if you guys don't travel a lot of places don't even like you taking pictures of the menu, or definitely not pictures of them. So we learned you have to ask permission. So I pull out my phone and I look at her, hoping she understands enough English. And English is the second language in Budapest. So that was great. Moldova was harder, but this is Moldova in the marketplace. And she's just kind of chopping away. And so I hold up my phone and kind of like sign language, right? Universal. You know, I got to use the bathroom, you grab your crotch, whatever. And again, not made for kids. So I said, hold my phone. I said, it's okay. Take a picture. It's okay. And she goes like this. So I'm like, oh, she's gonna like want me not to get in the picture. So she turns around, and behind her, I was just trying to take a picture of this pig's entire head that was like, no exaggeration, you guys. No exaggeration. This pig's face, the head, was twice the size of mine. And I was just trying to get behind her to take the picture. So I go like this, and she goes like this. She turns around, and her, dress, her headscarf, picks up the head, plops it in front of me, and goes like this, like, go ahead. I screamed, you guys. People started looking at me. I was like, ah! Yeah. Sorry if your dog heard that, went off, or I scared you, but yeah, it was just like she just slammed it in front of me. And then everybody in the marketplace is laughing. By the way, then I go, sorry, my allergies. By the way, I have this, when I did my makeup, I was trying to shave some of the whiskers on my face, and I got these little knives from Temu, and I had like a hair here or something, so I make sure I don't do it well here, and I sliced my knife up. I cut my nose with a knife. Anyway, so she slams the pig head on the counter, and it just kind of startled me. Like, it's nothing. Basically, what I'm getting at is, to them, it's nothing. Their way of life. Like, but it would be enough if you're not vegetarian or vegan to make you not want to ever eat meat again. And yeah, that was fun. Anyway, catch up with the videos, and I'm gonna get to it, I promise. I'm just rambling because I'm still pretty excited about my trip. Well, I'm praying for your wife, Michael, as far as her having good and bad days. And Dawn, did you see how much those Milky Splash are, by the way? I just wanna like throw them out to everybody. They are so good. And I'm not a sweet person. I'm more salty, spicy, vinegar. I like my food heavily seasoned. Of course, garlic, onions. Jay is very plain. He can't stand dill. Hold on. But every now and again, I love bubble gum. Oh, I gotta get that. I love gum. So that, because I vape and smoke, I'm always on the gum. Speaking of which, I'm sorry to leave you guys again. 2 seconds. I gotta get it out. Gotta show you. So yeah, the gum, if you don't like candy, I really think regardless, you're gonna love it. Because I did. So, speaking of gum, and then I promise I'm gonna get into some questions and hauls. They have really unique gum flavors. So, colds, congestions, as you can see, especially being a flight attendant, people don't know how to cover their mouth, making sure I don't have any boogers. Do I? No. But I don't know if you guys have Orbit gum where you live, but I remember this from years ago and I don't see it very often. So I just got that. It's pretty simple. Bubble mint Orbit gum. Anyway, I haven't seen it for years, so I got some bubble mint. More. Okay. This is insane, you guys. Being a flight attendant, exposed to germs, no exaggeration. Like tomorrow, I have six flights tomorrow. So you're exposed to germs a lot. I keep up with my vaccinations, everything. This gum is called Airwaves, and hopefully you can see it okay. But can you guys see the flavor? Trying to get it. I gotta get my nails done. It is menthol and eucalyptus. And when I tell you, this cleared up my sinuses because I've been stuffed up. And of course, with the elevation, just the cabin pressure, I get bloody noses a lot. That's why you'll see me like doing this a lot. And it'll look like I have a booger, usually right here around the rim of the nostril, and it's my skin peeling. So I always have, again, my little Timu knife blade. And yeah, I take it on my trips, and I was looking for it. And tweezers, because I'll pick and peel. But it always looks like I'm picking a booger, but it's dry skin. But this gum, called Airwaves, look that up, Dawn, if you don't mind, my friend. By the way, who is my moderator? Because you guys are being awesome. But this, again, looks like the little chiclet. And I'm not going to have it now because my nose will start running. But eucalyptus and menthol. As if you could smell it. You can't really smell it through the gum. But it is literally like chewing Vicks. Growing up as a kid, anytime I had a sniffle, Mom would give me Alka-Seltzer. Gross. Just thinking about it. But this gum, I'm telling you, buy this in bulk. If you get the Russian Milky Splash, Dawn, if this is your thing, get this because you know what? We're hitting the winter. I mean, look what's going on with Jamaica. The weather's changing. I don't care where you are. It's not where you're from. It's where you're at. This will clear you up. So, yeah, Vicks, it's like chewing Vicks. It'll, all the stuffed up congestion, I'll get it. My eyes will swell. My ears will tickle. Hence why I always keep toothpicks and matches, and I'll tickle the inside of my ear. But I've never seen that. Have you guys ever seen, like a mentholated gum? Eucalyptus and menthol? Yeah, amazing. But my favorite gum, let me know as well where you're at. I know, Dawn, you're in the UK. Here in UK, 1G of them is 29. So, all right, Michael, this is where I need you. So, Dawn is in the UK. Oh, I love garlic too. So, 1 kg, what is that, like a pound? Alexa, what is 1 kg? Ah, crap, sorry.
According to Wikipedia,
Alexa, volume 5. Alexa, stop. Sorry if this interrupts your system at home. Alexa, what is 1 kg from the UK translated to USD dollars?
mass in the International System of Units equal to 1,000 grams. It has the unit symbol kg.
Alexa, what is 1 kg translated to USD?
From Coinbase.com, the current value of 1 kgo is $0.
I don't know. Alexa, what is the measurement of 1 kg to USD?
From inchcalculator.com, to convert a measurement in kilograms to a measurement in pounds, multiply the weight by the following conversion ratio: 2.204 4623 pounds.
There's no way. Whatever. I'm assuming that's a pound. Anyway, I'll figure it out later. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. Sorry, guys. I'm always thinking of you, Michael. When do you go home? Oh, Airwaves is big there, Dawn? Is that the, so then you've probably had this menthol eucalyptus, huh, Dawn? Oh, the Area S. What, hey, Mary, how are you, darling? Hope you had a good week. 1K is 1 kilogram. I get that, Michael, but is that like a pound in the US? Airwaves, sorry. Okay, so the unit of weight, what is 1 kg equivalent to, Michael? Is it like 8 ounces or a pound? Oh, good for you. Anyway, Airwaves, lucky, lucky, lucky. Yeah, it's really good gum. Again, I'm a gum chewer, Dawn. Anyway, flavors we don't have here in the States, and I might not even get to this. Do you guys have this, Dawn, in the UK? It's called Chupa Chups, soft bubble gum. Can you guys guess the flavor? Definitely a flavor we don't have here. Oh my God. I think it's called CHUPA. Chups. I think I'm going to start, you know, me and my obsessive personality. I get obsessed like the stickers. I'm over the stickers. But traveling, never get tired of. But I think I'm going to start ordering different foods from wherever I visit and recreating the recipes of some of my favorite dishes when I visit. Because, again, a flight attendant, only international we do is Canada and Mexico. Nothing really excited, nothing really different. But this wouldn't be me if I didn't drop it. By the way, shout out to my girl Diane Rowe. Chit Chat from Down Under in Australia, my friends. Please go check out her channel again, Chit Chat from Down Under. I'm sure most of you are already subscribed, but she's got a lot on her plate right now, and without airing her laundry in the streets, because that's not my job, just keep her and her family in your prayers if you would. She reached out to me, and I was getting ready to board my flight from Copenhagen to Romania, and my internet was kind of off and on, but she's going through a lot, so please uplift her and her mother and her children and grandchildren in your prayers. She has become one of my best friends, and I get choked up just talking about her and actually Christine from the Cozy Pink Butterfly. They check in with me regularly, whether I'm at work or on vacation, and I hope I don't embarrass her or say too much by saying she reached out to me and she said, I hope you don't mind me sharing this with you, but I don't have a sister, and you're like my sister. And it just chokes me up because I have a little sister that is caught up in addiction and has some mental and emotional issues, and whew, there goes the makeup. I haven't talked to my baby sister, who's like almost 40. I haven't seen her in 10 years. And nobody in the family has, or my niece and nephew, but I miss her. And although, you know, they say blood is thicker than water, but sometimes water tastes better, you know? So just for her to open up and share with me some of the things that she's going through, and then to say, I hope I'm not bothering you, but I don't have a sister, and I view you like one. Right there. Anyway, let me get back to my channel before I start, like, ruining my makeup. Anyway, okay. Unit of weight, November 15th. All right, let me catch up. 2 pounds. All right, Michael, good to know. Chubby, too. Lollipops with gum in the middle. Oh, Dawn, I'm going to have to send you some money. Gonna have to mail me some stuff. Actually, I'll just go online and do it. Oh my gosh, I'm like crying. Anyway, thinking of you, Diane. want you to know I love you. And Christine, I'll reach out to you tomorrow. But yeah, so this gum, we have Wrigley's. Have you ever had Wrigley's? That's our, why don't you say, Michael, that's our big one here in the States. We got Bubblicious, Hubba Bubba, if you like blowing bubbles. What's the other ones? Not Trident. Dentine. But anyway, I like the sweet flavors, right? What flavor is that? Dawn, I know you know what it is. Michael, want to take a stab at it if you're still with us? I will be back. Give me 1 second. I am so sorry, my friends. I love you. I promise. I promise. I am going to get into my haul. I should have gone to the bathroom before I went online. But, just one of those days. So, trying to figure out what flavor it is. The color should give it away. Hold on, I'm getting another beer. Got all emotional, I need another beer. Anyway, that gum, banana flavored. It tastes like a banana Laffy Taffy or banana, what is it that we have that's banana flavored? I'm gonna go off camera, I'm still here. Oh, now later. So anyway, back to the marketplace in Moldova. I got the candy, you know, I got my standard, usually get magnets. But there's this old lady, just kind of like a garage sale setup. And you'll see why I'm off camera now. But I could not resist getting this. Let's see if I could do it right. I should have started the video with it. Here we go. So rude. I'm coming. Here we go. There we go. I think. Alright. Well, it's not going to be perfect. But I had to get it. It's just a scarf. But I wanted to feel authentic. Just a little scarf. Can play with it. Please, Papa. Please. Oh, some of the words I learned was muzumesk. Kind of fix it, kind of cute. Muzumesk means thank you. De rog, like D-A-Y, like good day, good morning. Good morning. Is it, no, please, sorry. Please is day, D-A-Y, and then rogue, like a nomad. De rogue is please, de rogue, and that's please. Thank you is moo, like a cow says moo, zoo, to see the animals, and mask, like mask with an E. Muzu mask. Muzu mask. Thank you. Muzu mask. De rogue. Muzu mask. And then how they say hello is just salud. Maybe I put some braids. Another thing that I noticed is everybody in the places we traveled had long hair. And not just long hair, I am talking hair down to their butts. Like, maybe it's a culture thing, but beautiful. All right, so that was my vacation, and I only spent like an hour talking. So I will move on to what I actually wanted to do this channel for. Yeah, it was banana. Pineapple sounds good. Yeah, blow pops. Oh my gosh, Dawn, I would love that. I'll send you the money for some snacks. Absolutely. It'd be great to do it with Evan the next time I visit him. I'm sorry, Michael. I know. I can't sit still. I actually got my medication refilled today, so it helps me with that and being overtired, time zone difference. And Kendall mint cake is basically a very minty bar of icing. I like the chimney they had. All right, hit my vape one more time, and I'll probably go back to the vacations. People are tuning in now saying, what the hell is Shannon wearing? Which we're going to get into. So, again, I started a video. Let me just take my hair down. I started a video last week before we went on vacation. As I was saying, I didn't upload. So, I'm trying to remember what I put away, what I packed and unpacked. But I had a lot of stuff. I mean, of course, the stickers, I am not going to pull them out, but just some of my favorite things. But before I get into the haul, keep in mind, I used to, mainly do Temu. Once in a while, Shein or Amazon. Once in a while, garage sales or dollar store. I mean, you guys have been with me, at least everybody in the room now. If you're just joining us, welcome. Grab yourself a drink. I curse, I vape. I'm a sinner, so not made for kids. But then I'll see products that will be like kind of viral, whether it's on Facebook or TikTok, and I'll read the reviews. And if it sounds like something I want to try, I'll do it. So since they have the tariffs now with China and everything, I just don't do Temu as much. But I have had so many comments in the last month. My feet are itchy. By the way, I think one of the places, Budapest, I hate to say it, I think they had bed bugs. I ended up throwing away my clothes. But let's see if I could show you. I don't know, because I've never had bed bugs. And when I Googled and YouTubed it, like, let me just show you one here. Right, can you see that? It looks like a mosquito bite and it itches. But the thing is, we have Michael, crazy. I'm going to show you, just for you, Michael. Again, I'm getting up. You guys can chit chat, but I got to show Michael this. Hold on. Ah! Sorry. Damn it. Sorry, I'm trying to find it. Michael, it's for you. Ugh. All right. Got it. So, I went up to get it. So, probably 7, 8 years ago, Jay's father got me and Jay, I don't know where he got them, these jackets. And they are so warm, but look. Do you know if this is, do you recognize this jacket at all, Michael? Obviously, Alaska. If you guys don't know, Michael and I are friends. He was actually one of my first class passengers on one of my flights, and we got to talking for a couple hours. Hit it off, exchanged our information. He's married. I'm pretty much married. I've been with my partner for 10 years, so it's not like that before you guys even, if you're new here. Oh, what'd I tell you? That's why I had to get up. You guys are going to think I do blow or something. Trust me, I don't. I work for the government. I get tested all the time. That is from traveling. Again, our flight from Budapest to Copenhagen was, how much, say 2 hours, and then Copenhagen to LA, we made up time was like 12. But I've been getting bloody noses, hence that menthol gum is great. Back to the Alaska jacket. Jay and I have matching jackets, and they are so warm. We always say to grab the Alaska jacket. Oh, this is the name of the company, Michael. Is this a popular brand there? DIMCO apparel. But anyway, we grab our Alaska jackets. Got the colors, really comfortable. You guys, I'm so sorry. I hope I don't have to come back. Shit. Okay. Hey, Schneebop. Love you. All right, Michael. Anyway, I'm sorry. Sorry for the bloody nose, guys. Just got back from a trip. Anyway, all right. Now we're going to get into the haul. If my nose will stop bleeding, you guys, I swear I don't do drugs. I drink. Again, just getting off these flights. Have my sinuses all over the place. Anyway, as you can see, I have done my makeup today for you. And I was going to do a get ready with me. I did one years ago, but it was just... But get a lot of compliments about my makeup or people requesting the products I use. Obviously, when I did Temu, which I do every now and again, their makeup was really cheap. And I did find some of their products that I absolutely loved. But for real life, honesty purposes, I'm very cheap or practical for the most part, hence Temu, Dollar Tree. But there are a few things that I will invest my hard earned money. Like when I bust my ass off, if there's something that I really, really want and it's a higher price tag, I drive, you guys, let me tell you. I have a Toyota Sienna minivan. How old is my minivan? It's a 2001, and I just beat it to the ground. Paid $1,000 for it. Could I get a new car? Absolutely. Why? I don't drive that much. Drive 20 minutes to work twice a week. But why am I telling you about what I drive? Ooh, thanks, Dawn. Because I want you to understand how practical I am, with the exception of a couple things. Some food products, when I tell you recently, I grew up on Hellmann's mayonnaise. Just an example. I watch a lot of cooking videos. I love cooking. And there was a brand called Duke's that was popular. So I tried it. In love with it. Will never ever buy another mayonnaise. I don't care if I have to wait 3 months for it to be delivered from Amazon. I love Duke's. I love the texture. It's creamy. Hot sauce is another thing. Frank's hot sauce. Yes, I put that shit on everything. Yeah, I can get the chalupa sauce or something from the dollar store. I also love genuine Tabasco, like the company one. So there are products, my point is, certain products that I will pay more money for that I don't want a knockoff brand. Whether it's Lucky Charms, knockoff, I don't care. Frozen pizza, I don't care. But certain products I swear by. If they work for me, I keep them. And that's where we are going. And there goes my nose peeling, y'all. See? Told you, it looks like a booger. Watch. My nose is peeling. So, yeah, bear with me. Because a lot of people are saying, oh my God, I love that shadow. I love this. And I would love to say, hey, this is the same shade on Temu. If it doesn't apply right, if it doesn't look good, if it doesn't last all day, I'm not getting it. So, real talk. Let's get into my everyday makeup, what I wear, and then I'm going to get to some of the products that I recently got. So, I think I should start with the newest makeup line that I was really hesitant. I literally, for about 1.5 years, went back and forth because I'm like, yeah, that's kind of pricey. Yeah, I don't know. And I put in like something similar in Temu and got their product. I'm like, yeah, this is shit. So, do you guys know where I'm going with this? Let me ask Schneebop, who also has a channel. You should check her out. You're going to love her probably more than me because she's not as chatty. All right. Diving into it. Here we go. Recognize the slip. You guys, I am hooked. On what? This product, and I am not sponsored by them, but for the love of God, Il Maquillage, I'm all over the place. Please send me your products. I already love them, so your reviews are going to be solid. On the pricier side, yes, but not as pricey as Christian Dior or other products that I swear by. But I'm 53. So these anti-aging, when I tell you I didn't wait a week or 2 weeks, instantly saw a difference. Whether it's the way it absorbed into my skin or how long it lasted, I actually signed up to get refills automatically every 3 months. That's how much I love it. So we'll start with the basics. And I found out after all these years, even taken when I used to model, I had a contract with Macy's for 3 years, my glory days, when I was younger. Um, I had to take up, my agent signed me up. I started with like John Casablancas or something, and then got a real agent in New York. But of course, we had makeup artists that did our makeup. But this stuff, the Il Maquillage, I'm sure you guys, have you tried it, Schneebop? I'm sure you've seen the videos. It's viral, whether it's TikTok or Snapchat, Instagram. Amazing. But I found out after all those years I was doing my makeup work wrong. So this one is red, irritated, or aging skin. Yes, all of the above. Bring out the secret weapon. This is it, my friends. Power Camo, age and redness, control soothing primer treatment. Says it has alzelic acid, centella, whatever, I can't pronounce it. But basically it combats redness, uneven skin tones, right? So green pigments, which you'll see in a minute, instantly neutralizes the look of redness. And it's good for a quick fix. It can be worn alone or with makeup. I can't leave the house without makeup. But even just with this like primer, I guess you would say, noticed a difference as far as the balance overall appearance. And yeah, I put that on first. So it soothes and calms, powerful natural antioxidants with an anti-inflammatory property, promotes a more balanced and even look. It says with continued use. Primes and preps, skin perfects. It's a skin perfecting formula. It creates a smooth canvas for makeup, blurs the look of the lines, and extends wear time. 100%. I'm going to show you what that looks like. And dig in my makeup bag. This is my travel makeup, y'all. That's how bad. Probably my entire life, this is my biggest addiction. My biggest obsession. Like the whole sticker book stuff kind of came and went. But this, I'll find it. Amazing. So my only complaint is I want more. So it looks like a bigger container, right? But it says it has, I'm looking for Power Camo, age and redness control, soothing power treatment. I'm telling you guys, just try it. So they have a try before you buy. You order what you want. Some of it I think even got free shipping. You put in your credit card information. If you don't like it, I think you have 2 weeks. You send it back, you get a full money back refund. You got nothing to lose. Nothing to lose. I tried it, and within seconds, I'm like, nope, sign me up. Sign me up for all of it. So I started with this, was the first product I got. And I'm trying to see how much is in here. I'm sorry, you guys. It says 25 milliliters. So it's lightweight, but I'm going to show you. Just a little bit. The green pigment, don't be scared. Now they also have a thing where you take a questionnaire, and I'm just going to kind of blend it. And let's see if you could see, let me see where I'm red. I should probably put it on my bite. All right, we'll just go on this hand. I'll do both hands. You can see I already have red, red, red. Red, red wine. But it is so lightweight. I want more under my eyes. Not greasy at all. And this will extend the makeup wear. Again, with or without makeup. I get dark circles, I get the puffiness. So what you're supposed to do, put it on. Oh my gosh, it's like velvet. You're supposed to dab it in, go on where I cut my nose. Dab, dab, dab. Let it sit for a minute before you start the next. Absolutely freaking amazing. Amazing. Have you guys tried this, Schneebop? I'm telling you. A lot of the foundation I use will get cakey. Now this is something that I thought had the same ingredients. I got this from Temu a while ago, and I brought it out just to show you. It's called, I think it was Temu, Tal Amia Foundation Color Changing. This is an adjustable foundation. It says, lit from within, complexion, perfectly flawless finish. So look at, can I just tell you, can you guys see that? Like, yeah, don't mind the old lady wrinkles. But the redness, look at the dryness, right? Look how dry my skin is again. Look at the smooth. I mean, there's no filter, obviously. I didn't add it because I don't know how. But look at the difference. Look at the crepey, pasty, dry skin versus just a dab of that. All right, gonna move on. I don't know where to go because I'm so excited. And I just can't hide it. All right, I'll do the concealer. Now this, one of my best friends, her name's Kelly. She's a flight attendant as well. She bought this concealer. At the time, I didn't know it was a company that's viral, right? It's got a little window here so you can see your color match. Speaking of color match, if you go to Il Makiage, the ILMAKIAGE, go to the website. It'll ask you for your undertones. Do you pull more blue or green or red or yellows? And you can say, I don't know, yes, no, blue, green, red. But there's a questionnaire, and they got it right the first time. Kind of like when I wear my hair extensions, this one's too brassy, too orangey, too bold. Got it right the first time. You just do a quick questionnaire, maybe not even 4 minutes. And then it says, go under light and look at your veins. Under light. Do you see more blue, more purple, more green? And it helps you. And again, it's a trial. If you like it, you keep it. And you could do a monthly subscription. I did the 3 months. But moving right along, she gave me this, and I didn't even realize it's the same thing. Now, I'll tell you the shades, if I can. I don't think this Power Camo has shade. But there's not a lot in there, and I think I'm going to need a monthly script. For sure. Oh my god, I just love this stuff. So yeah, this doesn't have like a color thing, but the concealer, it says, you guys, I need stronger glasses. I don't know if it's a 2.5 or 2.5, and it says F, and then there's the asterisk, CK, I'm flawless, so fuck, I'm flawless. And it looks like 25. Again, this is just a concealer. Let me see if I can find somewhere. Oh, right there. That's a burn, a coffee burn from work. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to use that as my guide to show you how it covers. Smart. All right, see that scar? Nothing on it. I'm going to go in with the little bit. That's actually way too much. But again, I want you to see, I'm going to go there, just how smooth it makes your makeup. Dry it a little bit. You're supposed to let it dry for a little bit, but we're not going to do all that. Now I'm going to go in here. This is just the concealer. Just a little dabby dab will do. Okay, this is a concealer, again, under your eye, for me especially. Had my nose broken by my ex-husband. He was not a very nice man. But if you look here, you can see where the bone popped out. I had to have 2 surgeries to reconstruct it. The first time they had to break it back into place. And then I eventually had to have the sinusitis surgery. That was a mess. But, you know, I've got like scars there. So obviously if you, I contour if I have time. But, of course you want your concealer to be lighter than your foundation. So if I were contouring for you, I'd do the darker lines here because I've got more of the bump. I've got the broken nose bump right there. And without doing cosmetic surgery, I'm not giving you, it looks like I'm giving you the finger, but I'm not because I love you. But I would just kind of blend it out. Let's do this. So you put it on, you're supposed to dab, 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 dab. All right. Should I be all like pro and like use a dabber? All right, I'll do it for you. But normally I use my fingertips. So we got the green primer. Where's the scar? There it is. It's still there. Anybody? Nobody's tried the El Maquillage? So, can you see the scar already disappearing? Just right there. Dab, dab, dab. Next, we're going to move on to this. And I'll get back. This is a Power Up Lip Conditioning Mask. And it's 10 full ounces. Now, prices. I'm not exact because you get discounted if you sign up with your email. So, ballpark range. Oh, that's the wrong one. I'm going to say that this is probably my favorite product. I want to say this was anywhere from $55 to $70. Pricey? Yes. Worth it? To me, yes. Next, the concealer. I don't even know what to tell you. My guess would be $25, $35. Again, my friend Kelly gave it to me. Next product, same company, El Maquillage. This is a Power Lip Conditioning. Now, I gotta compare it because I got the other one that I love, that I loved before this. Let me get something to put it on with. I'll use the back of this brush. So there is how it looks. So it is, we'll go here on the base. Actually, you know what? Let's do it. See how dry my lips are? Gross. It is gross. I got way too much. Can you see? Oh, my face breaking out here. My bottom teeth are jacked. See how yellow they are? These are all crowns with one implant, and thankfully Tuesday, those are getting fixed. So if you look how they look yellow, those are crowns, and they got the wrong color when they put them in. Thankfully it's on the bottom. Nobody sees it, but I know it's there, and I hate it. I've been going to my dentist for 10 years, and they sent me a message, I'm just cleaning up the edges, that they're no longer going to accept my Delta insurance. So I've got, I think, $1,500 worth of insurance benefits through my employer. Tuesday, I'm going to be in the office for like 4 hours, and they're doing 8 teeth. So it'll all look nice. And they're just building it up and filling it. And it's not cavities, but I have calcium deficiency, like really, really bad. Got it from my mama. So with the medications and everything I'm on, my teeth are really, really soft. And they've just, I grind my teeth, so they've disintegrated. Only 8 people here. It's all right, you guys will come back to it. All right, next one I want to show you. And I got to show you the little spoon they come with. I should have had this better organized. I'm starting to get some pain. This is a power redo. It's the anti-aging blurring smooth wrinkle filler. It says it has coffee seed, vitamin C, and rosehip oil. 20 millimeters. So this is the stuff you might have seen where they literally, I've seen the guys do it, the girls do it. And you see I have it on now, but I've got some, trying to crinkle up I got wrinkles obviously in my forehead. But I can't find the spoon. They give you a little, it's on the bottom of my other thing, so I'll use a different brush. But again, El Maquillage, I wanted to try everything because everything I tried, for the most part, up to this work. This was my least favorite. And I was thinking about sending it back, but I think as opposed to sending it back, I'll use the rest of the bottle and just not have it renewed in 3 months. So this is almost like a putty. Now you might have seen it. So what you're actually supposed to do is, and it does have a little spatula type applicator spoon, is you're supposed to put it in, you know, where your more prominent wrinkles are. And of course, being a smoker, I've got the Marinette lines, and I'm gonna go in right here. It's probably my deepest wrinkle. Put it on. Do it live. When I actually go above, I'm just gonna go around my mouth. That's where most of my wrinkles are. I know Michael's gonna send me all of these products for Christmas because he loves me. So you could see the cut on my nose where I cut it today. So it's like a putty. It is more on the thicker side, but it is still creamy. And it's hard for me to see, but this is what I think my mistake is I'm swiping it like this. I think you're supposed to pat it. But what I was noticing, can you see that? See how it looks flaky, crusty? I'm gonna do that. So, ooh, I almost knocked over my phone. I think you're supposed to pat it and press it. And then, as it heats up with your body's temperature on the fingertips, it's supposed to fill in the creases. Sorry. Ah, good God. Shit, are you guys still with me? Sorry. I really gotta get new. Are you still with me? I'm so sorry. Can somebody tell me in the comments, thumbs up, something if you're here? My stomach is hurting. But anyway, that is the other product I'm going to, am I still recording? What is, oh my God, I caught that one. So, are you still with me? Thumbs up, somebody. What the frig? Damn it. Okay, good God. I gotta get a new tripod. Anyway, I don't know, Dawn. You could see those wrinkles, but you push it in, it's supposed to work. Anyway, El Maquillage. It comes in these cute boxes. I'm just gonna throw that down there. I love it. But back to the lip power, the lip stuff. Is it this one? Yeah, the Power lip conditioning mask. Would I say this was like 10 grams, right? Do I like it? Yes. Do I love it? Yes. Do I have a product I like more than it? Yes, I do, and I'm going to show you right now. Probably around the same price point. I want to say this was like $30. I believe this was the same price, $40. Laneige lip sleeping mask. And I know they have different flavors. They had a berry I tried before. They have different sizes. So this one says 70 ounces. Let me see the ounces in this. Because I can't do... Oh, this is 67. So I believe this is a little bit more expensive for 3 ounces less. This, 100% hands down, is a little bit better. So I would give this a 9. The lip balm, again, with the different time zones and, you know, being a flight attendant and traveling, your face, you know, I usually have dry skin anyway, but since going in flight, it's gotten worse. But this, even better. Absolute favorite, hands down. And I got this on Whatnot. Schneebop, I believe, is on Whatnot. As you can see, I dig into it. And what I do is I have a little lip gloss, and I will take the wand. Let's pretend this is lip gloss. Oh, by the way, there's the applicator for the hell. I'm having a hard time, you guys. I have not slept. I think I've gotten 7 hours of sleep in the last 51. I know I'm over 2 days. So I've got that energy, that restlessness. So that was the little applicator for the Power Up Balm. But this stuff, so as you can see the hole in the center, this is freaking my favorite. And the last time I got it in a berry flavor. This is the cotton candy. And right here again, where my nose peels, I put it on there. And what's good is, again, a flight attendant, somebody goes in and blows up the bathroom, I will put this balm under my nose, and it stays. It helps with that dry, flaky skin. And I smell it, as opposed to smelling somebody that just shit in my bathroom. But yeah, the hole in the center, I put my lip gloss wand inside, and then I just kind of refill my tank wherever it is. Here it is. But yeah, this is El Maquiage is great. I'm probably butchering the name, but this stuff is even better. Lane is the L-A-N Laneage. Hey Cindy, how are you and Bree doing? Been a while. But what I do, I'll show you right now. So this, both of them are great. The top two, and again, I spent a lot of money on my makeup. But I'll take my wand out, and this was just an empty lip gloss container I had. Glossy. I'll take the wand. So I'm glad I got they do have smaller sizes. And then I just fill it. So I don't have to take as much makeup with me to work. And stuff it in as I miss, because I'm trying to watch the camera. This stuff, life changer. Life changer. When I tell you my lips peel, they don't just peel, you guys. They peel in like a layer. It's gross. Like, remember elementary school making crafts for the holidays and you get the glue? Just me? No. And I would put the glue on my hands, the Elmer's glue, until it went like this, got all tacky, and then you peel it off in layers and you could see your fingerprints or palm prints. Anybody else do that? Just me? Just me? But anyway, yeah, I refill this. I love it, even though I already have some on. I just love the pure silkiness of it on my lips. It's thicker. It's more on the thicker side as versus oily. It's more of a cream versus an oil. All right, sticking to the El Maquiage. Again, just fell in love with the product, so I'm like, okay. I'm usually pretty cheap when it comes to eyeliner. Not pencils, but I could use L'Oreal, I could use Revlon, I could use over-the-counter. I've even used like Dollar Tree stuff, as long as it's waterproof, because I'm an emotional person and I cry whether the wind's cold or allergies. But the El Maquiage, this was the Black Card Lift and Curl Lengthen Mascara. You guys, let me see if I can come closer without dropping the camera. So that is the lashes. I've only had falsies, like where they do the lash extensions for my son's wedding last November. I think I've done it maybe 3 times tops in my life. But that is what I'm wearing. Now, outside of that, I use a regular, I believe it was even Revlon, the white primer. Because again, my eyelashes are very light. So when I do this, let's see what primer I have. Ulta Beauty Lash Expand Volumizing Mascara Primer. So it's just Ulta. This is probably like $8. Lasts forever. So yeah, Dawn, I did too. So I'll just get the lashes primed so I can see them with this cheap primer. I'll use any cheap white primer. But again, the El Maquillage. Here is, and it to me, mascara is all about the brushes. So I have very short, very thin lashes. See if I could. And I like the teddy bear brush, I think it's called. So I like them. I guess, all right, here we go. Question for you in the comments. Would you rather, if you had to choose between the two, would you rather have long lashes? Let's say 3. Would you rather have long lashes, lashes that curl, or thick? Let me know in the comments while I go wash this. I know I can't sit still. I'm just going to get a makeup remover. I'm not prepared because I was not going to do this video at all. Was not going to do a video today, but I missed you guys, and again, still so stoked about my vacation. So I just got my little, look how easy it comes off. That's it. It's just a makeup wipe. Done. So long lashes, curled lashes, or thick? Oh, Cindy, no. Well, I hope you guys are doing well. Long. Okay. So, Dawn, I would probably, yeah, long. I don't know. I guess mine would be thicker. Just because I have beady eyes. At least I think I do. All right, I'm going to get right to it. I said that for the last 2 hours. All right, the El Maquillage foundation. Mine is number 60. It says I woke up like this, series CL 30 ml. Again, I wish it's better for me with the travel size, but I do wish it was bigger. I'm kind of worried that there's not a whole lot of product in here. But let me go over where I put the primer, and I'm just going to go around the base here. Where is that scar? Can you see it? Barely. Right here, right? So here's the only thing, too, that I hate with traveling is the air pressure. Causes my products to sometimes explode. And I want to say that this was like $65, maybe even $70. And I don't want to even use a lot of it. I'm just kind of going around the rim because obviously I already have some on. Dawn, just me and you, boo. My girl, when are you going to come visit me? And Cindy, reviews for you. Is your channel still active? Because I don't know what happened, but I haven't talked to you in forever. I mean, outside of work, and she's probably gone. Cindy has a channel, at least she used to. By the way, I'm so silly. This is just one of those skewers, but it came in one of my sandwiches in Bulgaria, and I kept it for this purpose. Of course, I cleaned it, but yeah, told you I'm frugal. All right, Dawn, do you see the scar? Look, I'm just going to go in with a regular dab, actually. So it is the pump. I don't want to use a lot. I don't want to waste it. It's like gold to me. All right, just got that little tiny dab. And I can't even see where the scar is. So I'm going to go here and here. Have you tried this product, Dawn? Hey, Wendy! I have long, thick lashes. Well, I don't, and I'm jealous. Never use mascara in your life? It's actually annoying because they are so long that when I wear glasses, they rub on the lens. Wendy, I am jealous. Yay, Christine is here, Cozy Pink Butterfly. Was thinking about you, was saying I have to get a hold of you, but I have to be up early. Anyway, little bit of dab. Dawn, You are so lucky that you have long lashes, Wendy. I'm sure you get hated on or people ask if they're fake. Where are you watching from, Wendy? Remind me. But look, can you see the scar, Dawn? Cozy Pink Butterfly also has a channel. She's the one I was telling you about when I told you that Chit Chat from Down Under. Christine from Cozy Pink Butterfly, and of course Eric and George from Smile Until It Hurts are like my best friends. But of course Schneebop that was on earlier. It's like a community, and I think we all started with Timu and just became close. But I'm very close where I talk to Christine more than anybody, and then Diane from Chit Chat from Down Under. So be sure you either you know what? I should have done it right there. That's one of those bites. So I'm gonna go in here, Dawn, just to show you. That's one of those bites that I'm hoping it wasn't a bed bug. I don't know what the hell it was. But let's see. This is without the green primer or the concealer. We're just going to dab it. And I didn't even get it on with the foundation. Christine, I know you don't wear a lot of makeup. I told you when you come out to visit me that we are having a spa girls' day. And I'm going to take her out. It's not going to happen until next year. We were hoping to do it this year, but with my mother's health, January 20th, by the way, Christine, for that mesh implant, I have to reach out to an attorney. I might be part of that huge lawsuit, which would be nice because then I can retire. But when, we just got in, by the way, Christine, at like 7 a.m. this morning, I started bleeding and cramping up. Now, not to be disgusting, but I haven't had my period. Aunt Flo has not visited me since 1998. How is that? I'm 53, so at 25 years old, how have I not had my period? Well, I hemorrhaged during childbirth and went into kidney failure because they stapled my ureter to the bladder and I had to get a kidney transplant. Anyway, they put in mesh implants, and then I had a hiatal hernia, and they put in a mesh implant, which now led me to have something called a prolapse. You guys familiar with that? Disgusting, but basically, it is what it is, right? Hopefully, we're all adults here. My whole pelvic floor is destroyed. So they have to reconstruct from my pubic area up above my belly button. They got to take out the mesh implant. And they said the bleeding and the pain is a side effect of severe infection. But when I went to the OBGYN back in June, this guy has been a doctor for 45 years. 40 years, sorry, 40 years in St. George, and he said, I'm not touching you. He said, this is too complicated for me. He goes, I've been doing this for like 40 years. He goes, you have to go out of state. So now I have to go to Vegas and see a specialist that is a gyno. He's like a urologist, surgeon, gynecologist. So they're going to have to cut me down like a zipper, like here. And I'd show you all my scars, but I can't. Fold open my stomach, take out the mesh implant, and rebuild my internal organs. So that consultation is January 20th, Christine. I know you want to come out and take care of me, bless your heart, but I'm going to be useless. And I'm just hoping there's no complications and I can walk, because the last time I had a surgery like this, they severed the nerve endings in my stomach and I could not walk for 2 months. I was paralyzed from my waist down. So yeah, a little nerve wracking. I've got 2 years to retire, and I wish I could push out the surgery until after retirement because I don't want to be out of work for 3 to 6 months, but the pain's getting pretty bad. Anyway, Dawn, you could still see it obviously because it's a scab, but do you see the burn? A little bit right there, but still a lot lighter. Do you see the difference in the hands? Christine, since you just joined the channel, hold on, I have long, thick lashes. Let me catch up. I'm glad you made it to my live this time, although I'm dropping everything cozy. Sorry, I didn't even realize I'm missing all of these. Who's the moderator? Christine, you the moderator, right? If you are, you're going to have to let me know. I think you're the moderator in here, unless Michael's still here, but I want to know what kind of What messages are being held for review, and who's moderating my room for me? And with that, Christine, do you see a difference in the back of this hand and the back of this hand? And if so, what differences do you see? This is my right hand, the back of it. Come close and far. Remember Sesame Street Grover? Near, far. Near, far. Near. You guys remember? Anyway, just me. All right, Christine, do you see a difference? This hand, this hand. See the shine? I'm just going to talk for you. See how dried out that is, uneven skin tone with the red. And see how smooth that is? That's the El Maquillage. So, Christine actually, you guys, is not only the moderator and my friend I was talking to you about being one of my best friends, but she's the one that's always asking me about the products I'm using and the makeup I'm using, which is why we're here. Still have more to get through. It's already 10 o'clock. Now I'm really going to talk fast. If you thought I was talking fast before, here we go. One more El Maquillage product. Love it. Not really picky again about eyeliner. Like to use a crayon on the bottom because my eyes water a lot, whether it's tears or air or allergies. So I usually use a crayon or a shadow on the bottom if and when I do color on the bottom lid. And on the top, always liquid liner, always waterproof. Otherwise, I'll have it up here, like makeup on my forehead, trying to make up my mind. Ba-dum-bum-bum-bum. Anyway, let me see if I can find the pack for this. I will get it.
No!
Yes, I will.
No!
I gotta find it.
No!
Sorry, I have to walk away again.
No! For the last time, no.
Okay, well, too late. I got it. El Maquillage. That's my Temu thing. Reminds me of George and Eric, doesn't it, Christine?
No, no, no.
I think it does.
Oh. No, 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 no.
I actually bought this for Eric and George
No!
and liked it so
No!
much I kept it. Annoying, I know. Anyway, back to the liquid eyeliner. This, I believe, is the last product for El Maquillage. My back is killing me, hence why I'm moving around. Liquid eyeliner. Amazing. I'll put it over here. The bristle, it's like a pen. Can you see that? The sharpness. So, let's go. You could do the thin lid, right? And then if you want a thicker, you just push down heavier. So we can go thin with just the point. Oh, I went heavier there, or heavier. So it just depends on the angle. I'm not wearing it now. I'm going to show you what I am wearing now. But again, sorry, I keep getting up. I'm looking for my makeup wipe that I threw somewhere on the floor over here. Where is it? I don't know. So what does that mean? I'm going to leave the camera again because I am so unprofessional. And yeah, let me just get a washcloth. That's going to be my best bet, I think. There we go. I love these towels that they would always have them on our overnights at work. Not every place, but I want to say it was like the Sheraton or maybe Marriott that they would put us up in. And just as makeup on the bottom. So what I do when I do my makeup at the hotel room, I will take one of their towels and I'll put it down on the bed. I'll take my little compact travel mirror, unless they have one, which I love it when they do that. I'll spread the makeup out on the bed. I'll line it up with primer, well, moisturizer, primer, concealer, you get it, foundation, and then I just go through it. But their towels are always pure white, and even though they put enough bleach in there to dissolve an elephant, and I know they can wash it. I don't like leaving stains on their towels, so I always bring this. And you can, I think I got a pack of 3 of these for like $12. I don't know if it was Amazon, Shein, or Temu, but all right. That is my review, not sponsored, of El Maquillage. Absolutely love it. Favorite product line that I found in a very long time. Wendy, thank you for joining me. I have a feeling it's just me and Christine for a while, which is fine because we usually FaceTime anyway. Thank you for being here. I hope you have a wonderful night, my friend. I'm sorry. Come back and check out the video because now I'm going to get into the real stuff. And then I myself am going to take my muscle relaxers to calm my ass down and check in for my flight at 3 a.m. And that's it. Anyway, if you're just watching this now, I know Christine, you joined us a little late, but I showed the El Maquillage. This is the answer to your question. Invest in good makeup, darling. This is your time. I know you're a widower and you don't go out, but when you want to feel a little extra pretty, invest. Even if you can only buy one thing at a time. My recommendation is you're just starting, because I know you don't wear a lot of makeup, is this El Maquillage Power Camo. I don't have a lot in there. As you can see, it's got the green tint. I don't want to waste it. It's gold to me. And you can use it with or without foundation. Use it as foundation. It'll take that redness away. And then, of course, I do the foundation. But now that I just washed off, I was looking for the washcloth. This was a comparison of another foundation I was telling people about that I wasn't sure if I wanted to try, the El Maquillage, just because it was pricier, although I always spend more money on my makeup. But this is the Temu version, and I love when they have the little raves, that it is a apparently color changing foundation. So this is supposed to be a color that will suit anybody. As you can see, I'm still blending and it's still white. To me, and it is what it is. It's not a racist remark, but Asians have yellow undertones where I know for myself at least, I pull a lot of red. So you can see, again, it does take some of the red, but it's definitely not El Maquillage. But it does address, but it's a lot of blending, and it is still a little bit more white. So this is supposed to be a one color meets all. If you don't wear a lot of makeup, that's fine. I think this would be fine for anyone. TLM, Talamia, foundation color changing. Yeah, I think this would be a good starter for you as well, Christine, because I think because you don't wear a lot of makeup, and if you're just learning how to apply it until you come out and visit me, girl, then I'm going to give you an entire makeover. Oh my God, you're going to go and have guys fighting for your attention. But for sure, I can't wait for you to come out. But with my health issues, like I told you, January 20th is just consultation, so I don't even know when they're going to do surgery. But let's say they're going to do it March 15th, then I'll probably have you come out. If I'm going to be out of work for like 3 months, I'm thinking, let's say my surgery is March 15th, then I'll probably have you come out, if we can work it out, like March 10th. And then we'll have 5 good days together. I'll go in for my surgery. I know you want to take care of me. I might let you. And then have you, stay another week where we would just hang out at home. But you're going to be bored out of your ass. So I want to make sure I take you out and about, as we talked about and promised, to the spa and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, I will take a picture of this. I'm going to set it to the side, and I will send it to you so you can get it. And I want to say this was maybe 12 bucks versus mine that was like 70. As you know, I'm a makeup whore though. So anybody that tunes in now, and you can catch up to the video. I'm going to go over everything that I was supposed to 2 hours ago. Some of it's Temu. Most of it is Whatnot, that live auction. Have you done that? Or have you heard of Whatnot? I think Schneebop does it a couple. Laura from Favorites with Laura does it as well. Basically, it's kind of like an auction. You go in and they'll say, oh, okay, I have this. I'm going to have a 30-second bid war on it. This market's for $100 at the store, brand new. 3, 2, 1, go. And then they'll set a timer at the bottom of the screen. It'll be like 30 seconds, and they'll start, like, somebody will bid $1, and then let's say I come and I bid 5, and then they're going to top it at 11. You got to time it just right, so when the auction ends, say 15 seconds in, the highest bidder wins. But I've gotten stuff really, really cheap, so I'll show you. Who's that? Dawn. Oh, wait, Dawn. I know what you're talking about. This, right? And it's green and white swirled, right? And it's got the pump, and it's about the same size. I did try that one, too. You're so good at this. Like, Dawn's been looking everything up for me. Dawn has been one of my very first subscribers. All right, now we're going to get back into just products I use every day. If I bought it on Whatnot or Temu, I'll let you know. This was a Whatnot. I love the travel size of it. However, I don't understand the hype. You guys have heard of this, right? To me, very expensive. In fact, in the airport, they sold it at the duty free, and it was still like $23 American money for something this size. Sol de Janeiro, am I saying that right? The one I was looking at was a caramel pistachio. This one, fragrance 59. It's all right, but I just don't. I mean, it smells really good. And as you can see, I've used it, but like when somebody blows up the bathroom at work, I just like use it. But yeah, this stuff is really popular. And it's good, don't get me wrong, but I don't see a difference other than this being a lot more pricier than the Victoria's Secret's body mists. And I have been a Victoria's Secret's girl since I was 16. Used to have Fredericks of Hollywood, which was kind of naughty, and Victoria's was more lacy, frilly. But my favorite, and they discontinued a lot of my favorite Victoria's Secret items. One of them was a perfume called Rapture. If you know, you know. It came in a gold heart type of bottle. It was my signature scent for maybe 20 years, and they discontinued it. The other one that I wore throughout college, it was the body wash I would get, the lotion, and the spray, and it was called Pear Glaze, P-E-A-R, and I cannot find it anywhere. But Dawn has a knack for finding everything everywhere, so let me know if you see Victoria's Secret's Rapture bottled perfume. It's gold, heart-shaped, or Pear Glaze, whether it's the shower gel, lotion, or spray, because I can't find it. And I've got the highest level, like a platinum, that you can get on the Victoria's Secret's credit card, and they just, from what I know here in the States, have not made it for years. But this Sol de Janeiro, very expensive, viral, it's all over the place. Again, I saw it even at the duty-free store at the airport. I'm going to go back to my basic, so I can load up my makeup bag for work. Again, higher end products, more expensive. This I got from the Whatnot. This is just a NARS lipstick. Now, Christine, for you especially, because you ask me all the time what I'm wearing as far as makeup. As you can see, I already have color on my lip. I'll just do the bottom. Very subtle. I'll do the top. Obviously, I have the lip mask on. But your girl always outlines her lips, but what I hate, you're supposed to have definition, but because I'm eating or talking, I lose the shade of the lipstick and usually just have the lip liner above. So this is the NARS. Again, I love the travel size. This was Whatnot. I didn't really know the color. Like, they'll show it kind of like I did, and I did, but I can't see for the life of me today. My diabetes are off the charts. I am sorry, you guys. I gotta get a stronger script. I'm literally going blind with my diabetes. I can't see the color because it's so small, but it's, again, kind of like a brown as far as how the lipstick looks in the container. It looks brown. Oh, what the hell? I got lotion under my nails. Sorry. But, again, the color looks like a brown, like a taupe. But when you put it on, it's just like a nude. You like this shade, Christine? That would be pretty on you with your color. But do you see like how it looks brown here and then it's just very subtle? Like, because you're not into makeup as much as I am, this would be perfect for you. I agree. Because it'll add a little bit of shimmer and just a little bit of color, and I cannot wait to do your makeup. All right. I'm going to go back before I get to the fragrances, some more favorites that I use. For my moisturizer at night, expensive again. I want to say this was like $79 to maybe even $110. I don't remember because I let it last, but it's the Charlotte Tilbury. Again, Christine, I do not recommend any of these makeup products I'm showing you unless I tell you, like Dawn did with this one from Temu, just as starters. Dawn, how are you with your makeup? Are you heavy? Do you wear makeup every day? Women to women. Like, again, it's my obsession. Whether I'm 500 pounds or 100 pounds, I feel ugly without makeup. And I've done a couple videos, I think, without makeup. I don't care if I'm going around the corner to walk a dog, I have to have makeup on. It's just like, I feel like I'm leaving home naked if I don't have it on. And then over the years, what I do is if I pick up an extra shift at work, I will set my eyes on the prize, and it's always makeup. But Charlotte Tilbury, if you don't know, is very expensive, as is Dior. Not, like $1,000. But for me, when you can get makeup at the dollar store or even Ulta, very expensive. But some products, I just have to have it. So again, the Charlotte Tilbury. This is the Magic Cream Instant Turnaround Moisturizer. So this is what I wear at night. My neck is getting bad, by the way. So when I do wash off my makeup tonight, I will just put this on. A little bit goes a long way. It is a thicker cream. It doesn't have much of a scent, but you can see the thickness. It's not like a whipped cream, but good shit. Good shit. I don't want to throw that because I got my ceramic tile. I'll break it. Again, just going through, and pretty soon we are going to get to the haul. These are, I'm not even going to bother. This is just my lipstick bag. Again, like I said, when I do my makeup, I always do the moisturizer, the primer, concealer, foundation. I'll contour with the bronzer, go in with the blush. Then usually, and this is the way I do it, like timing the steps. Then I'll go in and I'll do my brows. Now this stuff for brows, and Christine, I hope you don't take it the wrong way, that I am embarrassing you or anything like that. So please don't take it like that. But one of my favorite things to do, other than contouring, is eyebrows. Whether you have thick, thin, or no eyebrows, whether you stamp it, pencil it, your whole face shape will change. If you've got a broader forehead, and you do the pointier, higher arched eyebrows, it's a game changer. It will open up your eyes if you want more of a cat eye. A lot of people think, oh, I want that chinky China cat eye look, that I'll just put the liner out like in a wing. No, my friends, it's all in the brows. This is the window of your house. So for me, I create a higher definition arch. You know why? You see that skin? I have a lot of excess skin. When I put on my eyeshadow, it's like putting shadow on a ball sack, like testicles, because all of this extra skin is just gross. So what I do is I'll bring that arch up higher, and it gives a fake magician with a wand. It'll make it look like my eyes are more open. So yeah. So brows is one of my favorite things to do. I want to get my hands on yours. Now, I use quite a few when I do my brows. I mix it up with 3 different products, and I'm going to skip right over the lipstick. Oh, I'll skip over it for the most part. But I've got more than one of these, and let's see if I can find it in my massive makeup bag. Or let's not and say I did. Benefit. It's not crazy expensive. It's more of the lower end of the high-end makeup. But this is something I tried for the first time this week. So I gotta find it just to show you. I got 2 of these pencils. Shouldn't be hard to find because it's silver. Damn it. I'll get it. You know what I'm gonna even do? I'm gonna dump it. That's how much. Let's do it. Dump it. Dump it. And where the hell is it? Ah! It's gonna drive me nuts. Anyway, of course I can't find it. It's probably underneath the table. Anyway, oh, it's right here, dumbass. All right, so these are both Benefit makeup. Now what I do, this is the pencil. It's got the brush on the end, okay? So I will go in, and like I said, I want my hands on your brows. I want to trim them. I want to sharpen them. So one end you have your brush. Okay. And we'll put that here. And this is the pencil. I don't have that much left. You see? And what I'll do is I'll do a point here, 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 and at the end where I want it to come down. Here, here, here. And then what I'll do is I always go under, and I'll create the line that I want. Here to here, A to B, B to C. Starting with the under. And of course I don't have it going now because that side's thicker. Really hard to do this on camera. Then I'll do a couple whisks to make that stray hair, to make it look more natural. Now my brows are short. They usually come to here, so I just need the mirror. So B to C, A, B, C. A to B first. Then I'll just bring it down. I bring mine down further to make it pop in the corners. Bring it down. Perfect. So, touch it up. That is normally, not just that. Then what I normally do is, this is Anastasia, and it is the color Soft Brown. It is the Brown Powder Duo. And of course I put the brush away, but we'll pretend I have it. So Anastasia is really pricey. Again, get any at the dollar store. I just found things that work for me, but I could go to the Dollar Tree, and what I pay for one bottle of foundation, I could get an entire makeup bag with everything from primer, moisturizer, contouring gels, shadows, liners, mascaras, lipsticks, lip gloss, lip pencils, all of that. But because this is my addiction, I'm not shooting up black tar heroin in the alley. This is my addiction, is makeup. So this is a soft brown. And in the same concept, you got your darker brown and your lighter brown. You could just take your pencil, take the darker brown, and do exactly what I just did. A, B, C, do the under and over, and then take the lighter shade, do a couple wisps light, do the dark, so it looks more natural. Because just like whether your hair is virgin hair, highlighted, colored, root colored, box color, salon color, not every single piece of hair is the same color, right? No. So you want the definition, you want the layers, you want the contrast and the highlights and the lowlights. Same thing with your brows. And if you have a mustache, same thing with your mustache. Sorry. So then I'll go in with the dark to trace, so to speak, and then the light, and then I'll take the darker pieces and blend it, and then you take your brush and blend it. That is the normal way I do it. Now, found this also benefit, and I want to say these are $25, $26 each, but they will last me 4 to 8 months. This is interesting. So, damn it. Hold on, I can't lose that. Sorry. This is, if you look, you see how that is? It's like plastic, but it's, you see the whisk, like the prongs, like it looks like a pitchfork. So, what you do, this, I don't think you need the powders or the pencil if you do it like this. Up. I'll just do one side. I'll do it darker than I normally do just for the camera purposes. So it's like a filler. Obviously much darker. Right? So what did that do? It's just taken the place of 3 steps to 1. But do you see how it opens up your eye? How the brows just make such a difference. And this one has, it's already done. Just obviously did this darker for camera purposes. All right, let me catch up on your comments. Dawn. Christine, let me go back. I know I lost subscribers. I'm under 3,000. I need to get up there. I know you'd be fine taking care of me. I don't want you on here in Vegas or St. George taking care of me, Christine. Dawn's coming with you. Timu sells one that works a lot better. Yep, that's the one with the white and the green. Dawn, aren't you one of my subscribers too? She probably is. Dawn's amazing. What? Sorry, Dawn, I'm going back to your comments. All our bargain stores are selling pups of those sprays. Which spray? Paraglaze, because that's still available here. Yeah, Paraglaze for Victoria's Secrets. You have that? No, they discontinued that, and the Rapture perfume of Victoria's Secrets. Only Victoria's Secrets has it. And they stopped the Paraglaze like 15 years ago. I've looked on eBay, everything. I can't find it anywhere. Oh my God. I have to send you money. I got to get it. I don't care if it takes 6 months. I'll Venmo or Cash App you. You can send it to me in the comments, and I'll get it to you. Or tell me where you found it, and I'll look online and order it. Or I'll just fly out to UK and visit you, take you out to lunch, and get my Paraglaze. You only feel pretty when you wear makeup. Well, that's a shame. You are pretty, but I'm sorry. It enhances everybody's. You don't want to see me without makeup. Trust me, you would not recognize me. Yeah, you know what, Dawn? I used to, I was brought up Pentecostal and not allowed to wear makeup. So when I was 18, I wore makeup to the point where I'd get make fun of because I did it so heavy-handed. I was overcompensating because bringing being brought up in a very strict Christian home, makeup was like you were a whore if you wore makeup, and all my friends would wear makeup. And of course, I'd go to school and I'd go in an hour and a half early, and my girlfriends would do my makeup or I'd use their makeup. And there's been times I came home and had makeup on my face. My mom would beat my ass. But yeah, when I finally learned how to perfect my makeup for ways that made me feel prettier, it was game changer. But I have noticed that foundations and powders are what are going to make you look older or show those wrinkles more. Like that El Maquillage, this stuff, that's the Power Redo, the one that you've seen the viral videos where they put it on half their face, like these wrinkles here, or even with that in, it's a putty and they push it in. But then the hard time is the challenge is putting makeup over that because it's so thick in a putty, it looks like putty, or like you could see the flakiness. But even with the makeup on, you know what? I'm glad. I thank God. I have a grateful heart. Thank you, Jesus, that I have wrinkles, that I have gray hairs. It means that I've lived, that I didn't die young. And although I try to grow older gracefully, I struggle with it to the point I do want Botox. I want, like, my mother had a lot of cosmetic. For somebody who wouldn't let me wear makeup until I was 18, my mother's had facelifts, boob implants. She had a tummy tuck after she had the weight loss surgery. Like, I'm sorry, I'm vain. I am the most vain and insecure woman you will ever meet. I look in the mirror all the time because I'm so insecure, not because I think I'm beautiful. But yeah, I love the difference in the brows. But yeah, I want to get Botox. I mean, I've got that whole Meg Ryan crinkle, like Jay will be like, fix your face. I'm like, I'm not even mad. And I get that wrinkle. And he's like, he'll take a picture and he'll be like, you're not mad? And I'm like, no. And I'll have like these frown lines. But yeah, I want fillers, especially right here. Oh, because I smoke, is my biggest problem area. See? Right there. So even, you know what, I do it, I tighten it. I'm like, oh, if I got lip injections, my lips will be bigger, like that. But I don't want to enhance anything, I want to hide. Like here, if I just had to pick one cosmetic thing to do, that's a tough one. I want a Brazilian butt lift because I lost my ass when I lost weight. But here, if I did anything to the face, I want that smoothed out and lifted. All right, let me get back to it. I'm going to cry. I can't wait to do your makeup either, Christine. You know what, Dawn, come out. So when I get my surgery scheduled, I'm going to ask my doctor to give me an extra week before the surgery. That's when we go to Vegas. I get comps at the rooms. We'll each have our own hotel room where we could bunk up and have a slumber party. I was telling Christine, there's a place around here. I know you're really good at looking stuff up on the internet. Look up Taylor Andrews, Taylor Andrews, St. George, Utah. So it's a school for beauticians. So they learn how to do chemical peels. They, of course, do hair color, perms, eyebrows, waxing. They don't do like injections or anything hard like that that I know of, but they have a whole menu card. Christine looked it up, and like, let's say you had $200 USD. You can get a chemical peel, you can get your lashes tinted, your brows tinted, and it is, let's say, a chemical peel out here is $1,000. The school charges like $145. So it is a fraction of the cost. And I'm all about saving money unless I'm buying Christian Dior makeup and stuff. But yes, come on out. We'll plan it. You guys think I'm kidding. Now I have a small place. I just have a 2-bedroom townhouse. It's just me and Jay. He goes to work usually 8 o'clock at night, comes home at 6 in the morning. He can go stay with his son. I have a California king bed that will comfortably sleep 3. We can bunk up together. I've got a queen in the spare bedroom that'll sleep 2. That's 5 there. My couch here will fit another 2. That's 6, 7. And air mattress, if we have to, will sleep 2. 9 people. 2 down, 6 to go. Let's go. Bring it on. By the way, has anybody seen Ashton from Ashton's Beauty? Because I have not talked to her, and her and I were really good friends for a while. And I guess she just tolerated me. Now she doesn't like me anymore. Dawn, have you ever been to the States? I know I've asked you that before. Hi, Rishaba. Welcome. How are you? Okay, I can't see your flag. Where are you watching from? Don't hide your entire face, you silly goat. I just got back from a trip yesterday. I can't see your flag. Rishaba, I was in Bulgaria, Moldova, Budapest, Budapest, Copenhagen, Transylvania. So just got back from my vacation this morning. All right, guys, I got to move along. My battery's dying. Just going to get to a couple more products. Favorite all-time lipstick. Pretty generic. I will use Dollar Store, Maybelline, L'Oreal, over-the-counter lipstick for the most part. But money's not an option. I'm going with MAC. And I like the matte more than the glossy because you can put a matte and put a shine over it. Whether it's Vaseline or the lip El Maquillage or whatever. Very cheap. But one of the reasons I love my one of the reasons I love MAC lipstick, and this is going to sound silly, obvious, is it will last all day. Second is the smell. You guys ever put on makeup and you just smell it? It smells good. And it doesn't smell like anything but makeup. But this color is my go-to everyday color. So Christine, take note. I'll send you a picture. This is my best color match, and again, it is MAC. I'm pretty sure it's MAC. Yeah, it is. I was gonna say, did I grab the wrong one? I've got so much makeup, you guys. Christine, you'll see when you get here. I've got those shelves that you get at like Michael's for like craft paper that literally has 24 different drawers that are about that deep. Every single one of them is full. In fact, I could get a second cart and fill it up. And I put concealers, foundation, primers, shadows, mascaras, liners, contouring, brow pens. When I tell you I've got a problem, you guys, I don't think you understand. I got a problem. But I love this color. This is my go-to color. This is what I'm wearing right now. So it's neutral. This is more day makeup. So I'm a flight attendant. My everyday makeup has to be clean, polished, not over the top. Usually if you go out at night, this is night makeup with the eyes because it's darker, it's bolder. They like us more neutral and roses and beiges and browns or pinks, like subtle. This is a little bit more bolder around the eyes. Everything else from the eyes under is my norm. So this MAC, I want to say, is maybe $25. It will last forever. I have had this for probably 6 or 7 months. A little goes a long way. So even though you're spending more money, it lasts all day. Now let's see the shade. It is shade number 648. Looks like 648, okay? MAC. Christine will send it to you. And it is called You Wouldn't Get It. That's the name of the brand. Some of their names are so creative. So let's put this over, shall we? Let's do it. Even though I already have gloss on. See? Now, that's it. I have very thin lips, you guys. You probably don't believe me, but
No!
I really, really have thin lips.
No!
It looks like they're bigger because I line them. hence the wrinkles. But you could wear this without the liner. All right. That is everyday makeup minus 2 more products. This is a Christian Dior, again, higher in makeup. Christian Dior push-up lashes, okay? It's called Pillow Talk. Now, again, my obsession, why do I have 10 different mascaras or makeup? I've got maybe 5 lashes on the bottom. No lashes on my bottom especially. This is a lighter coated mascara. I always get the blackest black, pitch black Dior, as dark as the mascara will come. I get it because I don't have lashes. But the way the bristles are on this brush, it doesn't coat very heavy. So this is what I use for the bottom. Just to pull it out a little bit, especially if I'm lining. But for my top lashes, again, you don't need to see it. I'll use the El Maquillage. I do love the Telescope Maybelline. Cheap, maybe $12. It's in the gold tube if you don't know. Christine, I'd recommend that for a starter mascara. You've got great lashes, by the way. For somebody who doesn't wear makeup, your lashes are like giraffe lashes on all your videos. You've got long, thick lashes. My God, just a little bit of mascara on your eyes is going to pop them like you wouldn't believe. That, again, is for the bottom. I do use the Chanel thicker brush. It's all about the bristles. If you don't know a mascara, that's when Dawn and I were talking earlier. Do you like the lengthening or the thicker volume? Now, the Chanel dark mascara I use is a little trial size, was like $32. It's really pricey, but it will thicken. So for every 1 strand of hair and lash I have, it'll make it look like 10. After 2 coats, it's just like a strip like of black mascara. Man, this was a long video. Again, my Christian Dior pencil. This is what I'm wearing right now. This is why I brought all this out. So, very seldomly, like I was telling you, on the top lid, when I line them, do I use a pencil. Always liquid liner because I usually like it thinner, especially at work. But I went bolder with the crayon. You can blend it more with a Q-tip, wing it out better. You have more control with a crayon than you do the liquid liner. Think of it as a pen versus a pencil, pencil versus crayon. But this lasts all day, and sometimes if I want to spice it up like I did today, they have so many colors. I play with it. Always black for me. Very seldomly in the fall, depending on what I'm wearing. If I'm wearing a beige shirt, I'll do the taupe or lighter brown. But, God, these gray hairs are driving me nuts. But I did do this, like, midnight blue because I think it's just fun. And because I have blue eyes, actually, you can do a color scheme, which Dawn, let me know what color your eyes and hair are, and I'll tell you the best colors. Again, I studied this for years, would be good for you. If you have green eyes, you want to use a lighter brown to offset, or even a pink, believe it or not, the contrast. Because I have blue eyes, I am not supposed to use any blue shadows or liners. I'm supposed to use like a raisin color, if you will, like maroons are supposed to make the blues pop. If your eyes change colors like mine do, they don't go green blue, they just change shades of blue. So they go from dark blue to a lighter blue, but for the most part, they're, if I'm really sad, they'll be like a gray. But anyway, this Christian Dior crayon pencil is, I just got this in Budapest, and it just says blue. It doesn't have any specifications of a midnight blue or baby blue. Where's my beer? All right. Dawn. Oh my God. Let me go back. I know you never did fly before, Christine. Dawn, not sure if I could afford my whole face off to Paris in December, my first ever flight. See that? Christine's never flown. So I'm so glad you guys are friends because you can tell Christine, again, me being a flight attendant, I'm biased. So I can't say, oh, don't worry, it's a piece of cake because it's what I do for a living. I love uh, if you're nervous, it's normal. But I've bungee jumped 3 times, so skydive. I love that feeling in your stomach when you plummet or jump off a high diving board or swings. Like I'm a daredevil. I have 5 brothers. So for me to say, oh, don't worry about it, Dawn. Don't worry about it, Christine. It's easy peasy. You guys might have your heart in your throat, terrified. So I think it's great that Dawn, December 1st, good for you. Good for you. I don't know if you drink or if you're medicated. A lot of people today have anxiety. A lot of people on my flight, they'll say, hey, I'm going to tell you right now, wake me up and check on me because this is my first flight. I'm scared. I'm taking a Xanax or a muscle relaxer. How long is your flight, number 1, Dawn? And I'm going to give you some advice if you don't mind, professional advice. But stay in touch with Christine and let her know if you have any advice to give her. Like, hey, this is what you expect or don't expect. Every flight's different, just as your crew is. I hope you don't have a bunch of bitches taking care of you. And I hope that they take care of you the way I would on your flight, Dawn. Number 1 recommendation. First flight, 50th flight. Always talk. Don't worry if you're worried about holding up the line, putting your bag in the overhead. People always rush on it. Drives me nuts. Rush on to be the first on the plane. Why? You always want to be the last on the plane. Couple reasons. If you want a window seat, wait until everybody's already in their seat and any seats they have left over. Speak to your gate agent before you get on, your customer service agent. Say, hey, I've never flown before. I'm kind of anxious or nervous. Couple things. You want the middle of the plane. Over the wing is going to be the loudest. However, not only does the last row not recline, the middle of the plane is the safest place to be on the plane. A lot of people don't know that. Yes, it's noisier. You might not have the views you would normally. Of course, first class, do it because you get free wine. But if you were on my flight, I'd give you free wine or whatever you wanted anyway. Be over the plane, it's more balanced, right? So think of your aircraft like this, right? So if you turn, you're more balanced. You're right in the middle. If you're on a skateboard or skiing, you want to be centered. So your equilibrium, you're not going to get if you're prone to motion sickness, it wouldn't be as harsh in the middle of the aircraft. If you're the last person to board your flight and you speak to the gate agent, hey, it's my first time. I don't know if I'm going to get sick. Or, hey, I have a back issue. Do you have an empty row or a empty seat next to me? Because I don't want to affect with my nervousness passengers around me. Speak to your gate agent first, last aboard. As far as booking your tickets, book them on a Tuesday after midnight. That's when they go on sale. That's when they put them out to hotels and Expedia, Travelocity. Always after midnight on a Tuesday is going to be your best rates for flying. Okay, we covered speak to your gate agent. Then as you board the plane, you don't have people trying to get on the plane rushing you from behind. Take your time. Now, keep in mind, they also have to close the door 10 minutes, usually international, sometimes 20 before departure. Take the time, be the last aboard. Not only speak with your customer service representative, your gate agent, speak to your flight attendant. The first person to greet you on your plane is your lead. That's what I am. It's the supervisor. They're in charge of everybody in the cabin outside of the pilot and first officer. You go on board and you say, hey, my name is Dawn. I'm seated in 4A, first flight. Can you please, this is the most important, please tell me what to expect for turbulence. Now this is kind of cool. because before we board our passengers, we brief with our pilots. And they'll say, all right, I want you guys to stay seated for the first 10 minutes of the flight. When we make our climb, anytime you see clouds out the window, just know it's like waves in the water. Your clouds are the ripples on top of a wave. All it is, it's like going down a bumpy road in a car, in a dirt bike. That's all it is. It's just waves. But if you're prepared and know what to expect, you are going to be so much calmer on your flight. Turbulence still gets me. So as you get on, you speak with your gate agent already. Now you're talking to your flight attendant. Say, first time, even if it's your 10th time, can you please tell me what to expect with the turbulence? Now, they're not going to be as chatty as I am. God forbid. And they'll say, okay, the first 10 minutes are going to be bumpy. Then we'll smooth out for about 20 minutes. And then at 40 minutes in the air, we're going to have more turbulence. That way you can literally look at your watch and say, okay, so you got a wheels. If you have a flight that's 2 hours, your flight time is not 2 hours. Depending if you're flying from London Heathrow, Dawn, your taxi is going to be 20 minutes versus where I live, St. George, it's 5 minutes because it's a regional airport. Takeoff time to landing time, your flight time is actually wheels up. When you hear the wheels go up, you're going to hear it, you get a jolt, wheels up and wheels down. If you know what the turbulence is going to be like on your flight, you can time it and say, all right, the flight takes off at noon. She said the first 10 minutes, that's from wheels up, is going to be bumpy. And you can feel the bumps. Then she said at 20 minutes, and it's not always 100% accurate, obviously, it's going to smooth out. But if you know what you're going up against, it should make your whole experience less frantic, so to speak. Anyway, let me get back to your comments. Sorry, I'm just catching up. You're going to have a wonderful time in Paris, Dawn. I'm so excited for you. And you know what? You might love it like I do. Next time Dawn comes on one of our channels, Christine, she's going to be like, hey, I applied to be a flight attendant. I'm going to be working for British Airways. Hey, George. Hey, Eric. Sorry, we're just shooting the shit and chatting until my battery dies, basically. Talking about makeup. There's only a few of us. Love the intimate settings. Now that you're here, I can leave. I was going over some of my favorite makeup products. And with that, I'll get back to the haul that I should have started 4 hours ago. I'm going to go take a piss, and I'll be back. It's like regular FaceTime for me. Who cares if it's a live video? Hey, Alexa, play Happy Birthday to Eric.
Here's a station based on Happy Birthday to Eric. Eric.
Alexa, volume 8.
Hi, Sophia. This is Lunchbox, and I have a special birthday song for you. Let's hear it for Sophia. Happy birthday to Sophia. Happy birthday to you.
Alexa, stop. Actually, oh shit, I didn't think that they might flag my video just for that. So, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Eric. Happy birthday to you. And your birthday month. Love you, brother. I was thinking about calling you today, but yeah, doing me. Hope your birthday month is doing great. And while you guys chit-chat among yourself, I'm going to get back to this shit. that I should have finished 2 hours ago. Hour 40 minutes is a good starter flight. And I'm sure Eric and George can give you some advice too, Dawn, about first flights. Yeah, sorry. You're welcome, sweetheart. Sophia, who's Sophia? Well, I was just in Sofia, Bulgaria, so that's what I was thinking. All right. So I did this haul before, but I had to delete the video because it wasn't uploading on time. You guys talk among yourselves. Don't pay attention to me. You know, we're just chit-chatting, even though Diane's not here. Love me some Mickey Mouse. I got these from Temu. Have no idea how much I paid for them. Probably $6 for both. But, fill it up. I'll probably do my body sprays. God knows I have like 20 from the Bath and Body Shop. So, hopefully I can unscrew the top because they're misters and sprayed in here. And I just thought these little sprays would be great for work. Quick, easy peasy. Travel size. Mickey Mouse. Again, 2 of them. I want to say it was maybe $6. Speaking of perfumes, oh, there goes my lip roller. A lot of these products, again, they were in another video. I don't know if they're dupes. I'm going to get through them. This was a Temu parfum roller. Or I think it was. Maybe it was the 5 and Below, or maybe it was a dollar store. I don't even remember. Don't listen to me. Smells good, but love it. Why? Because I don't have a lot of space and I'm only home 10 to 12 days out of the month unless I'm on vacation. And I do this when people are blowing up my bathroom. Ooh, that burns because my nose was peeling. Ah! Hold on.
No!
Ooh, that hurt. Forgot my nose was peeling. Don't do that. Okay. Travel size perfume. Whatnot. By the way, Eric, George, Dawn, Christine, anybody in here, have you guys done the Whatnot yet? That live auction? Love it. Love it. I don't know. I like competition. So anyway, again, perfume. I want to smell good, right? I can't just look good. I gotta smell good for work, but obviously, when you're buying perfume online, you don't know what it's going to smell like unless you're like Eric, who knows everything. Like the duty-free shop, oh my God, I smelled like a whore, like this whole trip, because every time we pass through international airports and go through the duty-free, I'm like, oh, what is this? Marc Jacobs? What is this? Clinique? And Jay was like, can you like wear my sweatshirt? I'm like, I don't want to wear a sweatshirt. It doesn't match. She's like, that's overpowering. You need to put that in a plastic trash bag, stuff it in your backpack because you put too much on. And I've got a real sensitive, like, I can smell you from 3 states away, but don't know what it's going to smell like. I'm not really savvy with perfumes. I'm just starting to wear perfumes at 53. It was always body sprays, you know, or scented lotions, but now that I'm getting old, I don't want to smell like I'm wearing a diaper. So, I got these trial size 5 millimeters or 0.16 fluid ounces of perfumes. And of course, you know names. I mean, I know Marc Jacobs, you know, or the Kendall Jenner, whatever. But I'm going to take them out of the boxes. But I got these on Whatnot. I don't know what I paid for them. I know one of them was like $40, and I almost shit my pants when this little box came because, well, it was like $34. I'm exaggerating. Liar, pants are on fire. It was like $34 for this little thing, and I was just like, they did like, so on Whatnot, they'll be like, okay, we're doing a live auction. This is Marc Jacobs, and it retails for $120. We're going to set the timer. You got 10 seconds. Highest bid wins. And you see the clock go down 10, 9, and everybody's like, oh, 14, 15, 16. So when I looked at it, it was like $16. By the time I got the receipt and everything in the mail, I paid like $34 for it. So I don't know if it's a good deal or not. I'm assuming it is. But one of them was perfect, Marc Jacobs, and we were just talking, Eric and George, about, do you remember Victoria's Secret's Rapture perfume? It was like a gold heart with a red lid, and then they had the Pear Glaze shower gel lotion and spray. They discontinued it here in the States years ago, but Dawn says that they have them there. Anyway, I'm going to talk fast. Go figure. Yara, I don't know what that is. Again, I got the Sol de Janeiro ones that were good, but they don't last long. And then I got the Marc Jacobs Perfect. And I'm just going to show you how they look. This one, of course, Victoria's Secrets. I think I got a box set last year. Travel size, perfect for work. Got a little bit in there. I really, really like Victoria's Secrets. My whole life has been Victoria's Secret scents. Like, I've never really gotten to their makeup, but it was always the perfume, bras, panties, whatever. But pretty much whether it's very sexy or the pear glaze or the strawberry cheesecake flavors, of course. Then we got the Bed Bath and, is it Bed Bath and Beyond or the Body Shop, Body Works, whatever. You were just talking about this on one of your videos recently, Eric. But the fragrance sprays, I've lived by them my whole life. In fact, I will have to show you guys before I close out the video, unless the battery dies, how many body sprays I have. It's insane. So when I do my perfume, remember that video where I had the little containers and you melt on the Vaseline, you pour the body spray in there, it'll last longer, whatever. Now I'm switching in. Oh, I was sewing patches on my jeans on the plane because it was a 14.5-hour flight. Anyway, this is the Marc Jacobs Perfect. Look how cute! Tell me that shit isn't cute. It's so tiny. You leaving me, Dawn? Oh yeah, I know you told me, Dawn. I hate to say it, you guys. I mean, knowing the pain that, even though you have Pink now, Eric and George, you know, like your love for Allie, your baby, like, I mean, outside of me being a flight attendant, not being here, it's like, I don't even want so much as a goldfish because I get way too attached. And those are your children. They say fur babies. That's not enough. Your children. I've had pets that have passed, and even talking about it brings me to tears. To the point, it's like, I don't want a replacement animal. I don't want another pet. I don't want another baby. I'm going to stay, it's like after a bad breakup. I'm going to stay single for the rest of my life. Okay, they're over the rainbow bridge. It just hurts. Regardless if you had the most beautiful Allie and now you have Pink, like, it's not going to take from the memory of Allie or Ash for Dawn. Like, my heart goes out to you, because it takes a lot to taking a child, basically, right, that you know you're going to outlive, or as it's supposed to be, we're supposed to. It just says a lot just to open up your heart like that. And then I was like, I'm going to get a parrot because they last 100 years, and I can't stand the pain of losing something I love so much. But then, you know, I'll get a parrot that tells me to fuck off, and I'd probably like that. But then I'd worry about the parrot, like if I die, who's going to take care of it? With its sassy mouth. It's going to be like, Timo! Timo! Anyway, next one was Bombshell, Victoria's Secret. So this came with the one I just threw across the room like Christine used to do all the time, but oh, she's picking up her own trash. So we had the other one, but I think I got a packet of these for God knows how much, but the trial size I love, and because I'm just starting to wear perfume, just like Dawn and Christine's first flight's coming up, right? To sample. I am all about the samples. I'm all about the try it before you buy it. So now, like, I really like Bombshell's nice. It's the bomb! But now I know I can get a bigger one and like it. This one is... Oh, this is the Yara. Look how cute that is. Doesn't it look like a lipstick? I love it. The only thing, I think this one is... Yeah, I like the spray. Like, this is cute. Like, if you're up close and personal and you just want to dab. Is that how they do it? Or is it like, oh no, it's Eric. I know Eric and George are probably like, look at this goofy bitch. Dab. Is my elbows like, but, yeah, the dab, I can smell it. But they say, you know, just, what is it, behind the ears? Eric would know. I think ears, ankles, what is it? There's like, isn't it your pressure points when you do this? think it's like your wrist. We know that. I think it's also inside the crook of your elbow, if I'm not mistaken. I smell like a French whore or Bulgarian whore. And then I think it's ankles, behind the knees, inside the elbows, wrists, behind the ears, and neck, if I'm not mistaken. But I prefer the spray because I'm just messy. Like that, sprayed in the air, walk through it. Yeah, I'm a mess. But yeah, there we go. Got my trial size. I like this because it looks like a lipstick, and trust me, I put it in the front pocket of my crew bag and whatever. Eric and George, I gotta send you guys some European candy. Dawn said they have these all banana flavored. Eric, my man. First off, I love you. Well, first off, happy birthday, of course. I love you. Miss you guys. Waiting for a trip back to Burbank. Eric and George are the only ones I've ever met from online. I mean, me and Christine FaceTime. I FaceTime with Diane sometimes, but Eric and his bananas. I should have gotten you a pack of banana bubblegum. You can get it online, or Dawn will get it. Dawn's amazing. You know that, right, Dawn? All right. I'm going to move right along. Whatnot. This is a biggie. And it's not the one I thought it was, but I actually like the Juicy Couture. And there, I think it's, is it Marc Jacobs that does a perfume called, I think it's called Daisy. That's one of my favorites. Back in the day, I used to use Calvin Klein One, the one that's for men and women. I think it was called One. I think it was like a silver bottle. Love that stuff, but I think it's Marc Jacobs Daisy. I love, and I love the Life is Beautiful, La Viva Belle. I think that's Lancome, maybe. But Juicy Couture, there was a brand that I really liked, and I thought this was it. This is a big one. So this one's going to be put into those little mini cups. I'm going to send some out to Dawn. Dawn, make sure you send me your address, because I'm going to send you some of the vials. I'm home for, again, 3 days next week, so I'm going to do the whole petroleum jelly Vaseline trick where I use the expensive perfume, melt it down. I'll send you out a little bottle. So I did notice the oil perfumes, like the ones I got in Arabia. Where was I? Abu Dhabi, Bahrain, Dubai, Qatar, maybe it was. But anyway, the oils, the Egyptian oil perfumes, amazing. Other than the spray, the caramel pistachio that Eric gave me for Christmas last year. Anyway, this is called Peace, Love, and Juicy Couture. It is a big one. Again, I got the bigger one deliberately, believe it or not, because I'm going to put it down in the trial size, 3.4 ounces. We are going through comments from our videos. We put out so many. Yeah, you did. So, that's the Juicy Couture. Again, now I wish when I do the Vaseline trick with the petroleum jelly, I wish it was where I could pour it like the other one versus a spray, because I'm going to be like, Let me go back to your comments so I can feel included. I'm not sure how long my flight is going to be, Dawn. From Virginia, you're going to have to transfer. Let me go back. Hold on. Cozy Pink Butterfly. Hold on, guys. Sorry, I'm catching up. My gray green. How pretty. I dye my hair bright burgundy. Ooh, pretty, pretty, pretty. Gray green eyes with red hair. Probably green. I think green liners or shadows will look good on you. Hour 40 to Paris for Dawn. Sorry, I'm catching up. Oh, great. George and Eric are here too. Give Pink a huggy. Oh. So, Christine, in regards to how long your flight would be, you either have to come to Salt Lake or Vegas. My guess is you're going to fly into Las Vegas from West Virginia. You're going to have to take 2 to 3 flights. It's going to be a long day. I would think your total travel time will probably be 6 hours, and that's flight time. Say, Virginia, I don't know if they go. You will have to give me the airport code next to you. But typically from Virginia, like IAD to Vegas is about a 4-hour flight. So you're looking at that at least. But because I'm at a regional area, you're going to have a long day. Let's just say that. You're going to have to take probably 2 flights and then car ride. We won't count the car ride, a couple hours. It'll be a long day. All right. What time is it in the UK? It's 11:15 p.m. here. You're not Downer, Doris, Dawn. Debbie Downer is what we call them here, but you're fine. We can all relate to the pain of losing someone we love. All right. We had a budgie when a bougie. Drunken puff. Oh. All right, moving right along. Here we go. These came in today, woke us up. I got a $5 credit back. These are Temu because I ordered these like 2 months ago and they just came. 0 nicotine in this vape, so I'm like dying because I need nicotine. All right, 'tis a season for baking. I don't do a whole lot of baking except for especially around Christmas, the holidays, Thanksgiving. These are little miniature pie molds. So I am going to have my first Thanksgiving with family in 12 years. I am stoked. So the problem is I got to go back to work Friday morning. So we're going to drive out to Vegas. It's like a 2-hour car ride. Traffic for the holidays, probably 7 hours. I'm going to have dinner, break bread, and then either head back that night or the next day because I got to work Black Friday. With that being said, I usually do the desserts. My mother had a bakery growing up, so they always pass the buck. I'm having dinner with my son, his wife, my ex-sister-in-law, who's a very good friend of mine, her boyfriend, and their 2 kids. So there's going to be like 8 of us, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 of us. So I thought instead of just doing like a big pumpkin pie or apple pie, I'm going to go cutesy. And these are like pie molds. You could do pot pies if you want something savory. Think outside of the box, right? But you got your heart. You can use these for Valentine's Day. You could do like a stuffed sugar cookie, maybe with peanut butter and caramel. Apple pie, got the cute little thing. So basically you roll out your dough, you put it in here, kind of like an empanada. Jorge knows what I'm talking about. Stuff it. I love, if you see the bubble in the middle, that means you can stuff it. Even if you wanted something savory, like a ricotta and spinach, like a little stromboli or something. But initially I got these for Thanksgiving. So I think I will just whip up my apple filling as if I was making an apple pie. These are on the outside, which I like, because I'm not going to do a jack-o'-lantern, even though it's Thanksgiving. And maybe I'll do a pumpkin pie in this. You could deep fry it, bake it. It actually is going to be an experience, an experiment for me. But typically empanadas, but I think I'm going to do individual pies. I think that's what I'm going to do. Maybe I'll do a different empanada. Maybe I'll do like a pumpkin puree, like empanada, something sweet. Who knows? But basically, again, guesstimating price, I want to say these were maybe $9. But I love the fall of it all. Again, the apple. I could do an apple pie in that one. Obvious pumpkin in that one. And the heart, I don't know. What do you think? You know what? I might have to YouTube that. Some appetizers, like empanadas or individual pies. I thought there were 4. I want to say, again, that was between $9 and $12. I don't do prices anymore because I barely ever do Temu as it is. We had a budgie. All right, that budgie was so bad mouth. The old lady obviously had a bad mouth. Yeah, that would be me. Yeah, I like the cockatoos personally. I love them. And I think it's funny, but they're going to be annoying. I also heard that birds stink, too. My battery's dying, guys. I better talk even faster. Don't know what this is. Again, this is stuff I ordered months ago. Oh, okay. It's the same thing. So we had, what did we have? We had the heart, the pumpkin, and the apple. Okay, so that was the fall one. Now we've got the Christmas. So they're just molds, but it's the recipes I gotta think of. Like, it's obviously stuffed, because otherwise I've got a million cookie cutters. So I like the little snowflake on there. What was I thinking? They have to be empanadas or homemade, just individual pies, if you will. I like the snowflakes. Any ideas? Let me know in the comments what you guys would make. Would you go towards the traditional individual pies for the holidays? Or would you do like an empanada, giant ravioli? And these ones are really cute. Love you, Eric. Love you, George. I'll let you know the next time I'm in Burbank, because I miss your faces and didn't see you on my last trip, so I want to see you. I'm just going to show you guys real quick. Pumpkin. This one is my favorite, and of course it's freaking broken. The acorn. Please don't be broken. Okay, I think I can fix it. I love fall. Can I just tell you how pretty it was in Europe in the fall? My God. Eric, George, did you guys see my videos? I only posted like 1 million of them. But the walks in the park in like Moldova, Bulgaria, Romania, freaking amazing. Love the acorn, by the way. My favorite. I'm just a squirrel trying to get a nut to move your butt on the dance floor. I love you too, Christine. In case I get disconnected, you guys already know. Another apple. All right. I'm almost done. I'm just going to rush through this, my friend. Yeah, so I start a 4-day. Tomorrow I got 6 flights. Tomorrow is a 15-hour work day. First day back from vacation. It's going to suck. And then I only have 10 hours minimum rest, which, again, the time starts when you open the door. It's a 40-minute drive. 10 hours minus 2 is going to be 8 hours. By the time I settle in the hotel, 6 hours of sleep tomorrow night. And Colorado Springs is 11 hours, and then 17. So it might be Sunday, Saturday night, Thursday, Friday. Saturday night I'll have more time to catch up and chat, Christine. 17 hours, and I go Great Falls, Colorado Springs, Great Falls. All right, next. Oh, you know what? You guys ever get this? Eric, George, because I know people send us stuff all the time. Anybody send you this? What is that? Finding Nemo. Bubbles, 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 bubbles. I don't know. Those are really good bubbles, though. So I know I didn't order bubbles. I'll be here all night. Bubbles is my stage name. But it says Dodge, and I hope this isn't one of the things. One time I ordered an inflatable tent and spent $249, and they sent me a sponge for my sink. And I tried to fight it, never got my money back. That ever happened to you? Ordered something online. It was like, I gotta be careful. That was like on Facebook. And I'm like, oh my God, I want that inflatable tent before Temu came out with it. And they sent me something like this. I'm hoping I didn't get screwed. Like thinking I paid for one thing and they sent me this cheap ass, unless it's a gift from somebody. I love it. But no, I don't remember opening this. So you know what? Let me grab that bag because it's called Eric, George, Christine. Let me know if you guys ever heard of this place, because I will flip the script. I'm thinking I got scammed, because why would I order bubbles? Like, I didn't order it. I'm telling you. I'm going to have to, and I've got like 10 credit cards. So now I got to go through every card and see what it's from. But look at the company. DAIJN Kun. See it? Now I got to go through every credit card and find out what the hell this is. I'm actually worried. They did this to me once before. And another time, actually twice before, I thought I was ordering one thing and I get like a spray bottle or something for the sink that you put up in your kitchen sink to make the spray handle. And I'm like, I didn't order this. And they're like, yeah, you were on this website. I'm like, no, I ordered the inflatable tent. I didn't order this. Never got my money back. Filed a discrepancy with my credit card, everything. They never fixed it. All right, here we go. Moving right along. I thought this was great. As you know, I do a lot of baking, again at the holidays, especially baked bread. This year I'm doing, usually I do cookies this year. I mean, I'm not talking about when we sit at the table to eat dinner, but I'm going to, for my crew and my neighbors, I'm just going to bake. I got a bread machine recently, so I'm going to do like my sourdoughs, my rice, my pumpernickel. And I've got my labels. I want to say this was like $4, and it says "Homemade with Love" by Shannon. So we're gonna do that. Got a bunch of gloves. In fact, I made a shopka salad because I had it in Bulgaria. It was amazing. One of the things they did is they just took a red bell pepper and they roasted it. You're supposed to do it over a fire, but I have an electric flat top stove. So I just put it in a frying pan and did that. And then I had to put it in a bowl, cover the bowl with plastic wrap so the steam would make the skin peel easier. But whether I'm chopping onions or I like to dig in there in a salad, and I don't want to use my crusty ass hands, so I got a refill of these plastic gloves. We'll say that was about $4, give or take. And for the fresh bread that I'm making for my neighbors, co-workers, I got these little bread bags. So even if I do homemade breadsticks, crackers, cookies, cellophane bags, I got tons of ribbon, or I could just hit the dollar store if I run out, wrap it up, slap on Homemade with Love by Shannon, whether it's cookies or breadsticks or whatever. I'm going fast, you guys. I'm sorry, I'm trying to beat the clock. This, I gotta find out what's going on with it. Okay, this, again, I gotta check the labels actually on this to see if it's from the same maker, unless it's a free gift. All right, that is a lot sharper than I thought it would be. You can see the blade on this. Do you guys know what this is? Love the handle, even though it's just twine, like that burlap twine. I love that rustic kitchen look, like the log cabin. So I would hang that there if that's how the other decor was, with some pots, Dutch ovens, copper kettles, but I don't. So this is going to go in my China hutch where I have my gadgets, because I love gadgets. Do 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 do. Woohoo! What's that from, Eric? I know you know. You and George do this stuff all the time. Woohoo! Anyway, you got the handle. Tell me who knows first. Somebody tell me in the comments, what is that from? Eric left. George left. Anyway, normally I would hang that up. I probably could. I've got a country kitchen. Maybe me and Christina redecorate. Again, my fresh breads that I make, depending on the thickness of the crust, whether I go light or dark. It is a bread cutter, so you get more even slices. In fact, I'm hoping one of the other items in here is a expandable. You take it apart, you take your fresh loaf of bread, like sourdough, you stick it in this box. It's got these holes and slates in it. You'll see if I find it. It is a bread cutter. Now I have one that is actually kind of string for softer bread. This is going to be for like a sourdough or a rye or a pumpernickel or a crustier bread, maybe a grain bread with caraway seeds or sesame seeds. And this right here, this opening, is going to help ensure more even slices. So, again, ah! Okay, I got myself pretty good there. Hold on, I'm bleeding. Yeah, I got myself good. Hold on, guys. Fuck. Yeah, bleeding pretty good on that one. Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do. Hoo-hoo. All right, I knew that was going to happen someday. All right, let's go. Let's rush it, Shannon. Let's go. Here is that. That sucks. All right, this is the bread thing I was just talking about. To ensure even slices, if you want a thicker toast, how good would that be for a, oh Lord, that's pretty bad, you guys. I might have to try to get a liquid Band-Aid. Eek. Ah! Just kidding. That's not funny. Sourdough bread, homemade sourdough bread, BLTs. Damn, that is coming out pretty lovely. Yeah, Pink Panther. All right. I'm making a mess. So, they had like plastic ones for your bread, but again, I like the wood. And with the thing that just nearly chopped off my finger. Sorry, guys. I don't know how. I'm not going to go and like bandage it up, so I'm just going to kind of rig it like this. This will go good with it. So it's wood. So that is the base, I guess. Homemade sourdough bread, BLT, extra thick cut smoked bacon. Yes. I'll just be more careful. But you take your loaf of bread there, and bread baking is one of my favorite things to do of all times. Nothing like having like an Irish stew or Hungarian goulash simmering away for 3 hours on the stove, especially in the autumn or winter. It's drizzling, it's cold, fresh baked bread. You put it in there. You take your very sharp, I don't know how it cut through. This caught me through the plastic, you guys. The plastic is still on there. But you put your bread. Let me just sop up some more blood. Get your bread here on the bottom. As you can see, it kind of folds up like this. And I'm assuming you would have the open spaces on top. Got your bread in there, settled in. Let's do this. Okay, I need something bigger. Let's, oh, here we go. Get my box of tissue. Okay, so pretend that's the bread in there, right? And you see the different nodules. Line it up. And then cut your bread. So, like so. You got it, you got it. Damn, that's pretty bad, guys. I might have to go here in a sec. I don't know what that is. I'm assuming that's maybe where you, I'll figure it out. The base measurement. Hold up. All right. Almost done. All right, next is a gourmet pasta press. So, do you guys have KitchenAids at home? I would think Eric and George do, because I know George cooks a lot. Are you leaving me, Eric? Wait, Christine, she scared me too. She was arguing with Jay on holiday, and then she brings out a she. What? Big hugs, and I know people will understand. I didn't mean to scare you. I was just playing. Sorry, just being silly. Anyway, this is a pasta press. I have a KitchenAid, and Jay and I, our last vacation before the one we just got back from was in Rome, Italy, Malta, Greece, and we took a cooking class and learned how to make homemade fresh pasta. And of course, Temu has tons and tons of gadgets, but I bought one that fits my KitchenAid. So I've done videos on it. You just stick it on the KitchenAid. You do your fresh sheets of pasta, you kind of fill it out, it rolls out, and then I got a pasta drying rack if you want long pasta. Typically it's like fettuccine, linguine, spaghetti, but I wanted something more that would do like an elbow macaroni or a rigatoni or a, what do they call the corkscrew ones, like the spiral ones, or even the, I think they're called ears, where they're just little like pasta cups. But I'll show you. I want to say this was $39. But these are the attachments. You remember the old time cookies? Where you could do like snowflake and different designs? Well, this is the same idea or concept, I should say, but they are for different pastas. And this is came from California, which is ironic. And there looks like there's a lot in here. So it is a gourmet pasta press attachment. And it gives you all the directions when disassembling to take out the internal spiral. Okay, here you go. So you can do rigatoni, the cookies, which I wasn't aware of, spaghetti, fazooli, small macaroni, large macaroni, and bucatini. Spaghetti, bucatini, rigatoni, fazooli, large macaroni, small macaroni. It has a cleaning brush, a food pusher, and product body gourmet pasta press attachment. Bucatini is like that hollow spaghetti that I do know, I think. And yeah, it allows the sauce to penetrate the pasta better. When using a pasta maker, you can use this accessory to make your own bucatini. Fusilli is a spiral shaped spaghetti, but just trying to show you here on the picture, if you can see. So that's my KitchenAid mixer, and then you just clamp that on there. You would put the dough through there, and your pasta will come through there. So of course we will read all of the instructions, but there are the different shapes. Jay said if I buy any more kitchen gadgets, he is going to leave me. So I bought about 10 more. Just kidding. Yeah, but anyway, it has the instructions. Obviously, I'm not going to show you. That'll be in a video. I've been doing a lot more cooking videos, so it even tells you how to make, that's cool, the pasta. You know what, Dawn? Who cares about how anybody takes you? I've learned that from this channel. I don't care what people say or think. You don't like me, you can click off. So you're good with us. You're good with me. You're good with Christine. You're good with Eric and George, obviously. Taking your dry humor the wrong way certainly wasn't meant to upset and offend anyone. You're not a dingbat. Why would you say that? You're silly. Nobody... No. I've gotten to the point, trust me, I'm hypersensitive. And I still get worked up sometimes, but so I don't bark back anymore. I'm just like, okay, leave if you don't like me, Like my hair right now. Life's too short. Who cares what other people think? Love you, and I'm glad you're here. All right. All right, how to choose the speed of the mixer. Love it. So it tells you based on what you're making. If you're making a pasta plate, spaghetti, bucatini, rigatoni, fusilli, I'm butchering that. Tells you how to assemble, disassemble. And I thought I saw a recipe for the pasta, which is cool because that's easy to find, but I could have sworn I saw it. Hold up. Accessory name and description, gourmet pasta. Oh yeah, 4 eggs, sifted wholemeal flour, and salt. That's it. Damn. So yeah, there you go. It even gave you directions on how to make the pasta. So that will be in a video for sure. Got the brush to clean the blades. We've got the recipe book. I'll just take it out of the box. So we'll take it out of here too. Why not? I've got a couple minutes. I just want to cut myself again. Okay. So that is weird. Okay, it says lock, unlock. This opens. So I'm assuming, oh, that's how the pasta gets pushed through. Lots of parts. Again, my battery is low, or I would go through everything, but I think you get the idea. This goes into the KitchenAid. My assumption is you'll put the pasta, put the pasta, so clamp into the KitchenAid, pasta in through here. Not sure what that's for, but then the attachments look like they are down there. And here, I love it. It has all the container to hold all of the pieces. Christine, we are doing a pasta night when you come. Eric and George, Christine's going to come visit me hopefully next year in 2026. But look, the different pasta shapes, and I am loving this little storage area. We'll get Eric and George to come out too. That's got to be for the cookies. Eric and George will come out and see me probably before anybody. They're not too far of a drive. In fact, it only took us 5 hours to drive back if we didn't stop from LA. Almost 6, there was some traffic. All right, so that is the pasta machine. That is the big one. Almost the big one. We already did the El Maquillage makeup. We did that. Oh, see, this is another thing. Like, do I look like I'd wear anything like this? Look, guys. Eric and George, please let me know, because your channel's been active for a while. It's from the same place, the DAJINKUN. I got to figure out what this is. This is scaring me. I'm not going to lie. That is scaring me, because this is the same place that sent me the Mario bubbles. And so far, nothing else came from there. So why are you sending me this stupid ass hair clip that I want to even put my grandkids in? Like, what is going on? That's a scam. You order something and they send you something else, and then they charge you like $200. Like, that's some bullshit. I don't care if it was free. I don't like it. I don't like it. That's pretty bad, man. If I die tomorrow, I love you. So dramatic. All right, hold on. Let's see. Let me see. One more. I got time for one more. And then it's going to take me 3 hours to clean my mess. Hold on. Eric, George, Christine, Dawn, are you guys going out for Halloween? Are you dressing up? Hold on, I'm fixing. Let's see. One more. All right. Last but not least. I just got back from Albania. All right. I tried to haul this again, but the video cut out. So how do I do this? I think there we go. Please, food dehydrator FD 1019. So yeah, it's a sign of the times. The end times are coming. I gotta start freeze drying apple chips, bananas. For years, Y2K, remember Y2K when everything was supposed to shut off? Stored water, bleach, everything in our garage. I mean, my baby Devin, my God, so he's just turned 26 on the 16th. And talk about freaking out. I freak out very easily, go figure. But I, for like a year, prepping for Y2K, did nothing but beef jerky. Like whether it was peppered or smoked or plain or sweet or salty or maple flavored or bacon that I food dehydrated. I was like, okay, I had huge, no lie, gallon size Ziploc bags, probably about 50 of them. And meat is expensive, right? So I'd get it really thinly cut, and every day I had two food dehydrators, like industrial size, going. And then I started doing dried fruits, even like chives. Make your own herbs, amazing. Your Italian seasons, you know, I got my garden out there. So your parsley, your rosemary, your thymes, chives, scallions. Dude, put them in the food dehydrator overnight, grinding them up in a spice. I have a spice, kind of like it's a mini food processor. It's a spice mill. A lot of people do coffee beans in it, or even a mortar and pestle. How, like, to be like, oh yeah, baked potato with chives, those freeze-dried, you rehydrate them in warm water, rinse them. Come on now. So, with all these storms, especially everything that's going on. Oh, by the way, George and Eric, do you like my scarf I got in Bulgaria 2 days ago? But yeah, this is a 5-tier food tray. It has a 48-hour timing, compact design, multifunctional, energy efficient, easy to clean, safety protection. But I wanted to get back into it and start doing my beef jerkies again. You know what you know what I really want to make though? And I know I know Eric can cook, but I know George does a lot of cooking, especially, oh my God. Next time I come to Burbank, please make me some gandules and rice. But anyway, let me take these out. Food dehydrator. Oh my God, how cool would it be to make bacalao? Like some codfish? You know how they do that? Eric, I know you know. East Coast, I'm married to a Puerto Rican. The bacalao salad, oh my God. I wonder if you could just get like a giant fillet of cod and put it in the food dehydrator. You know how you buy them in the bags and rehydrate it? It's an idea, right? But anyway, this is, when I first got it and opened up, I'm like, this is hella small. But now, because I've got my bread machine, my food dehydrator, my Instapot, my air fryer, I have everything stowed right now in the garage. But I'll just show you the size of the trays are really small. So the ones I had before was, again, industrial. It was like 2 times the size of this. So I believe there's 5 trays. 3, 4, yeah, there's 5 trays. And man, you know what? It's my favorite thing to do, other than putting on makeup and shopping, is cooking, baking, experimenting in the kitchen. So I am stoked for that, and I think that's it. Oh no. Oh, sorry, I'm gonna walk away for like the 10th time. Literally 2 more items and it's a wrap. So sorry. So when I originally did this video, like I was telling you, it was right before my vacation, and I filmed it posted October 14th, which is Charlie Kirk's birthday. And I can't say that I agreed with everything Charlie Kirk said or believed in, but I would say I am a fan of Charlie Kirk. And what I'm a fan of is not necessarily what he said, but his boldness and his courage to stand up to whatever his beliefs were. Again, I'm not saying I believed in everything, but the majority of his stuff I did. But there's a lot of things too that I was like, yeah, no, you're kind of a hypocrite, and that's kind of racist to say that, and kind of biased. But the bottom line is Turning Point and the organization he started, the boldness to face masses of people that didn't agree with him, a lot of them aggressive. Obviously, they took him out. And I don't know many people that think that was a good thing he was taken out. It's sad in itself, whether you agreed or disagreed with who he is and what he spoke of. I was a fan. So I got this, and when I did my initial video, it was on his birthday to honor him, October 14th. And it is just my Charlie Kirk shirt. And to celebrate his birthday, October 14th, you were supposed to wear red. Now here's the thing. Do I think we need to give him his own day, like Martin Luther King Day? I'm not saying I agree with that either. No. And you know what, that whole situation and stuff, I don't want to get started. My battery's dying, thank God, because I'll get started in tangent. The whole thing is just fucking shady. But, yeah. So I got this Charlie Kirk short. Look at the short. For, I think it was like $50. I love it. I love the quality. I know it's a statement piece, and I'd probably get my ass kicked if I wore that in certain areas, but I'm a little scrappy. And then just Turning Point. And for me, again, not just about the message and what he spoke about, because again, I'm not saying I agree with everything as much as Turning Point. A lot of people gave their lives to Christ. A lot of people started trying to figure out who Charlie Kirk was when he was here. And again, I'm not on a platform, not preaching, don't come at me. You don't want none of this. You don't want this. Anyway, it was a turning point for me. And I gotta tell you, and it's just a simple black tee. Again, this was like $50 as well, and it's got the flag on it. I don't agree with everything, as you won't, and you and I are not always going to be on the same page and agree on shit either, but to each their own. The message he tried to bring across, kudos to him, he tried, but it was a turning point for our nation, and one I'm not so sure is positive, but there you go. Anyway, let me catch up on your comments before I sign off, or my battery does it for me. Big hugs. All right, wait. Dawn said, Christine, she scared me too. She was arguing with Jay on holiday. Then she brings out a she. What are you talking about? Oh, I brought out a saw. Oh, I see now, Dawn. Okay. Jay's at work. Yeah, I'll be like Charlie Hunnam in the Ed Gein story. Oh, yeah. I would love to see what you dress up for, Christine, for Halloween. Make sure you send me pictures. Hi, Amanda, darling. I'm sorry I just saw your message. I hope you're well. Yeah, Dawn, I don't know what's going on with those Mario bubbles and that hairband, but I gotta look. Hi, Marissa Lynn. Sorry, my mouth is going to get me in trouble. Yes, Amanda, I'm sorry, my battery is at 4%. This has been a very long live. I'm sure you can go back and look at it. Over 2:03:20. My goodness. Yeah, I got to be up in 4 hours for work. So I gotta clean up my mess. I gotta finish packing my bag. And when I say I got a mess, I got a mess. Amanda, sorry. I'll be back home in like 5 days, so I don't think I have any more packages coming in. I've been trying to do well, but I'll probably just come in to shoot the shit, because I love to talk, as you can tell. But you guys, anyway, thanks for being here. My moderator, Christine, I'm going to try to charge up my phone after I clean up. I'll try to call you before I go to bed. All right, my friends, I love you. Once again, if you have not already liked and subscribed, all 10 of you, which I think most of you have already, please do so now. With that being said, I'm going to head out like a phoenix. I'm out of hair like a bald man. And I will look forward to seeing you again soon. Love you bunches. Thanks for sticking with me in my talky, chit, chat. Bye, y'all. Deuces.